cups of the rose. Bitches in my whole phone.
Fair enough. What wood?
Do
I
that
can't believe how many
thing,
trees we were chopping.
What'd you say?
I can't believe how much trees. I can't believe how many trees we were chopping down for those stupid villager trades.
God, yeah. Dude,
Dude, we
sticks are
were
a
literally
really
trying to.
valuable resource.
Yeah, we should have switched to iron though, like a lot sooner.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened after the iron farms weren't always this good. They got better since we last hopped on.
Well, the mob farm seems to be working a lot better. They must have had some update or something.
Yeah.
Just like shit was spawning like crazy, and usually when we're all on the realm, nothing is spawning.
Yeah. I had a moment where I see my cameras on right now, and I got nervous for a second. And I remembered it's probably just because I'm recording on my stream setup, and one of the tabs has like a camera setting, and that's probably just on by default when I start recording.
Yeah, probably. Oh my god.
Anyone got comics number? Aaron, do you?
I do not.
Tell me his
I feel
phone
like
number
I
right
used to have
now.
everybody's phone numbers. Wait, I don't even know. He's never told us where he lived or lives after like all these years.
I
No
think
one
I
even
don't even
knows
know
where
his
he
area
lives.
code.
I think I know where he lives.
I think it's one of the Carolinas.
Yeah.
I think.
I think south.
Yeah. I was actually like just there like 2 weeks ago. That's crazy.
Should have reached out.
I should have. Send like a picture of my location.
Do you know this place?
Have you walked here before?
You like take a picture
No,
of some
just
dude on the
send,
street. Do you recognize this guy?
I was gonna say, just say I
It
can
turns out to
see
be like his
you.
uncle.
I can smell you.
I can see you.
I
Just
can
no other
smell you.
context behind it.
I don't think I have his number.
Dude, I definitely don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's such a good point. I have no idea where Comic lives, but if you guys say South Carolina, I believe you.
I got his full name.
Oh yeah, I know his full name too. I forget how. I think I saw like his email like when he was logging in to like do a school assignment like years ago. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay. And now it's forever in my brain.
Yeah, I didn't realize how secretive he was.
Yeah.
Aiden, do
it's
you know his
interesting.
first name?
I don't. I don't even. I've always just.
Really?
I don't even know his name.
Huh.
I'm surprised you guys even know. I feel like it never comes up.
He is very secretive about that. He keeps it close to his chest.
Oh, dude. I mean,
Should we dox him in the newest Stranger Cast?
but the funny thing is, though, I've never really thought about it before, though, because he's always just been comic to me. I just say comic.
I'm recording right now. Aaron, say his full name.
Oh God, wait. Are you gonna... I'm scared too. I don't know. You have full control over editing, so I don't know if you're gonna like blur it out or not.
Call it a game time decision.
Well, you probably should.
This is a gamble, Aaron. Do it.
I could say his first name.
Say his full name.
Actually, I kind of want to wait until he's here so I can just surprise him and just pull it out, and he'll be like, "What?"
He also never responded about doing anything tonight.
That's true.
He sent messages since, but hasn't directly acknowledged it. He's in his own little world.
He's a loser.
His own little comic world.
Really.
Comic worlders.
Comic worlders.
Comic worlders.
My question is, here's another question I have for you guys. So, assuming, right, if we're getting like a couple hundred views, the people watching, they must have a favorite person. I wonder who it could be.
You gotta be up there. You have a lot of great rants.
Yeah. It's probably you. I feel like if I was a Stranger Cast viewer, I would like Aidan.
Well, thank you, Aaron.
He's ugly. He makes good music. He's just ugly.
He's ugly.
Objectively, that is true.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I like Ed Sheeran's music. I don't think I ever disliked it.
Yeah, so
That's true.
I'm not saying I do either. He just isn't that attractive.
You know, I agree.
But
I don't think I'd fuck him, but I'd invite him for like my kid's birthday party.
I mean, he is a good singer. I like his music too. I don't think people realize how many top hits he had, like especially when we were kids.
He had a lot back in like early 2010s. He
Well,
was the shit back then.
He's very good. I mean, he's got a good voice. Got a good voice.
He does.
Yes.
He does.
I just
And he's
don't
good
know.
on the guitar, I think, right? Isn't he a good guitar player?
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna be ugly, you have to be really musically
You have to
sound.
compensate.
Yeah.
Compensate, yeah. I was literally about to say that, Aaron.
Because you
Yeah.
got like there are pretty bitches that probably can't sing for shit. They just use auto tune. So like, if you're gonna be ugly, you got to be really good.
That's true.
And then you also got motherfuckers like what's his name, Charlie Puth, who's like very musically gifted and hot. So motherfuckers like him, I hate.
I hate that guy.
I hate that motherfucker. I think of both.
He's too perfect.
No, you ever see the clip though? He goes on like not Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon or something, and like he just taps a mug and records it, and then uses that to make a full song.
Ridiculous. Although, Steve, I don't blame you for getting all those late night show guys mixed up. They're so fucking.
They're all the
They do start.
It's white guy
They start
number
to become a
10.
big
Like,
blur.
what do you want
Yeah.
from me?
They started to become like a blur, dude. I think I used to think, what's it, Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel were the same person.
I know Jimmy
Well,
Kimmel by name. I don't think I know what the fuck he looks like.
Well, he's a lot older looking now. Yeah, it's honestly hard to describe him. Like, I don't really watch him.
He looks like Jimmy Fallon at home.
Is Jimmy Fallon Saturday Night Live? Is he the host of Saturday Night Live? Or is that Jimmy
No.
Kimmel?
I don't think anyone's like the quote unquote host of Saturday Night Live. I think that usually changes.
Oh, isn't it?
Jimmy Fallon's
Well,
the
I know they
Tonight
have like
Show.
the guest. Is it not? Oh,
Jimmy Kimmel is
the Tomorrow Show.
the Tomorrow Show. Oh, it's just Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Okay. Well, that's fucking pretentious. As
Yeah,
fuck.
honestly. Well, no, I'm glad he got fired.
Oh shit. I don't even know which one I like more because I say this all the time because I mean, let's just face it, late night show TV is dead pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really know anyone who watches it. I think I maybe have one or two friends that watch SNL. Like, that shit's
Apparently,
just
Jimmy
dead, man.
Fallon's like a really good guy, though.
Jimmy Fallon is?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know anything about it. This is the thing, like, I just know them as like the late night show TV guys. Like, I really don't know anything about them at all. And I think I don't know if this is true or not. I think maybe both of them were stand-up comedians at one point. That might be totally wrong, but
I don't think he was. I think some of the other ones were, though. I think Conan O'Brien was a stand-up comedian at some point. There's another one. I can't remember his name. Oliver something Oliver.
Chase Oliver.
Chase Oliver.
It's Chase Oliver.
Is he the British guy?
Yeah, I think that's his name. He isn't really. I haven't really heard his name in a long time.
Is it Jamie? No, Jamie Oliver is the chef.
I think it's Chase Oliver, isn't it?
No.
Is it not really?
British
I don't know.
talk show host. No, not James Corden, not Jonathan Ross. John Oliver, that's it. John Oliver.
Oh, John.
God, they're all just J names.
I know, dude. I'm telling you, man. I thought Kimmel and Fallon were the same person.
They might as well be. Like, let me pull up two pictures because this is like.
I mean, what are even the difference in their shows? I mean, I don't even.
Nothing.
You know, like...
the guests like Jimmy Fallon more.
Yeah, is that the only difference?
Basically. It's also just crazy to me that like there's still like sitcoms and shit coming out on regular networks. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'll be watching
Yeah.
I'll be watching football on like, you know, NBC or something, and I'll get an ad for like, check out our new show, Enlisted. I'm like, you're still putting shit out?
Yep. No, I agree with you there too. Yeah, I don't know. The other thing is too, it's like they're advertising it as if like you're gonna watch it on cable, right?
Yeah.
Most of them end up just being on like a streaming service anyway.
Bro, I've been pirating everything
Like,
on Stream East for years now.
yes. You know, that's ridiculous, dude. I don't even.
Stream East is the true goat of piracy.
It's a true go, yeah. You allowed to say that?
I mean, I don't think it matters. Have you ever seen do you remember the thing where it was like, I think some company was making a big deal about saying they took down Stream East, and then they just like replied, "All right, one of our 10,000 servers just went down. We'll be back on in time for Sunday football."
Yeah. Dude, I've actually chopped down so many trees.
You know, I don't think that's something you should be bragging about. The ecosystem's in shambles.
Yeah.
Upset.
I'm gonna kill myself.
You should kill yourself.
What?
Did you not say I should kill myself?
By the way, that you'll get we'll get demonetized for
that. You should kiss yourself, and I'll replace that in post.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear about Zach Martin?
Who?
The guard for the Cowboys that's been in the league for like a million years.
Oh, is he retiring?
Yeah, he's finally retiring. They're so
done. Good for him, dude. Well, it was years of having a really good O line, and they all end up hurt, and just, you know, that O line literally could never stay healthy. It was actually kind of funny. The Cowboys O line, they always hurt. Like they go into the season like, oh, we got the best O line in the league. Then by like fucking week 5 or 6, the whole O line is not.
They're not wrong. Like they did.
Oh, they really did. They just always were hurt. They were always hurt. It's crazy.
No, how did the Cowboys and honestly the Bengals and maybe a few and the Jets actually? You gotta figure out how the NFL forced Dan Snyder to sell and do the same thing to Jerry Jones, Woody Johnson, whoever owns the Bengals.
Dude, the Bengals are a defense away from.
No, the issue right now is the Bengals have the cheapest owner in the NFL. So I think it either already happened or it's about to happen where they're just going to franchise T. Higgins again. And basically just either trade him away or just force him on a minimum contract.
Well, I mean, I am not going to say he probably has like a lot of good years left in him anyway. I think he's been in the league for...
Yeah, but like, could you not sign him to like a 3-year deal or something?
A 3-year deal? Oh, God, I don't know about that, dude. He's been in the league for a minute, actually. He's been in the league at least... God, this might be totally wrong. I want to say maybe 2 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's 26.
Jamar? Yeah, but like, he plays a position that like... First of all, like, he plays a position that if you get hurt, you're done, pretty much, depending on what the injury is.
Is that not every position?
And yeah, but it's also one where you don't last long unless you're like Jamar Chase. I don't know if I know how good. I don't want to say T. Higgins is actually bad. I actually think he's very underrated. But 3 years, I mean, I don't know, man. I'd focus on getting a defense. Like, let him walk, dude. They already let the rest of the receiving core walk.
You mean Tyler Boyd?
Yeah, man, he was good too.
Tyler Boyd is an okay third option.
Dude, I'm sorry. He was good too. They had arguably one of the best 3 receivers in the league. T. Higgins just happens to have also an insane build. The dude's huge.
Yeah. I mean, literally, they effectively have Jamar Chase and, like, 3/4 of Jamar Chase.
Because it was simple. Your deep threats were Higgins and Jamar, and then Boyd was small and fast.
Yeah, but
They literally had.
honestly, now they have
One.
oh fuck, what's his name? They got someone in the draft this year to replace Boyd, who I think actually is a pretty good wide receiver 3.
To be honest, the fact that Boyd was a wide receiver 3 was kind of nuts.
Yeah,
Like that receiver.
Andre Iosivas.
The fuck did you just say?
He's been a good wide receiver 3. He's built like Boyd. He just doesn't have the years yet.
I'm telling you, they are a defense away from winning a championship. Like that's why like signing T Higgins to 3 years. Like what? That's gonna have to be like a damn near like that's gonna have to be more than $20 million. There's no way he accepts less than that for 3 fucking years. Even if this guy is the cheapest owner, like there's no way that dude's gonna take less than like 20 mil.
Yeah.
Like, and you need to sign defense because the funny thing is they actually have some good defenders. It's really corners, and they let their best safeties pretty much leave. They need to rebuild their secondary.
Yeah, which sucks. They drafted young guys to try and fill it, and the sophomores regressed. The freshmen didn't look good.
Well, they have Trey Hendrickson, and I really like Logan Wilson. It's really just a secondary.
Yeah, Logan Wilson's a very underrated linebacker, and
you let Jesse Bates walk, and
that was like I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they let Jesse Bates leave.
He's like the entire Falcons defense almost.
He is. There's no one else on that defense. Literally,
I don't understand how they let that guy leave.
If they had Jesse Bates, they probably would have been like 11-6 this year.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the secondary. Plus, a better defense would help Burrow so much. His numbers would be insane. Even though I know they were insane this year, but they would probably be more insane.
I was gonna say it is crazy. They had the leader in passing yards, passing touchdowns, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, and receptions, and the leader in sacks, and they ended 8-9, or 9-8.
Clear issues. Also, that is a tough division for them, I guess, as well. But I don't know.
9-8, fucking crazy.
I mean, I'm telling you, man. It's just, I mean, their secondary's always been questionable, though. They've never actually had like good corners, really.
No, they haven't.
Because in that Super Bowl, their corners got cooked.
They did.
They played against the Rams. But yeah, I think they're honestly a really good secondary away to be totally real. It might not even be a whole rebuild of defense, just get a good secondary.
It's all they need. Honestly, let's see what.
There's a lot of veterans that would probably take a minimum contract too, like Stephon Gilmore.
I was about to say he's either retiring or he's getting signed for nothing.
Yeah, I would pick him up low key. To be honest with you, there's no way he could be that bad. And then I don't know if Washington's gonna re-sign, and they probably will.
Marshawn
Lattimore.
He didn't play great.
Who cares? Put him on the Bengals.
Yeah.
The Washington just made the playoffs. I mean, who cares? I mean, he's also like a veteran too.
Yeah, DJ Reed. Oh, right. Khalil Mack is going to be a free agent.
Oh. Dude, he just got. I'm trying to think. He just had like a pretty nuts season too, I think, actually. And I think he's getting re-signed to some crazy contract.
Ooh,
I feel like I heard.
Travarius Ward.
There's a lot of options, man. They
I
mean,
actually, a lot of 49ers.
Well, to be fair, they did spend a lot of money on Burrow and Chase, but
they did. But I think
had to.
I think you can easily restructure those Well, actually, they haven't paid Chase yet. They're going to. Like they have to.
Well, why even restructure?
No, they can restructure Burrow to try to open up some more cap space because I don't think they have a lot.
Damn America, you need to score on that.
They have actually no, they have $53 million in cap, I think.
Dude, definitely, dude, go after Lattimore and Gilmore. Sign them to like, I don't know,
1-year deals.
fucking like
1-year deals.
Gilmore. I'd give like, I don't even know if I'd give Gilmore more than $5 million.
I give him like a Wendy's 4 for 4, maybe maybe a really cheap
Like,
toy for
I mean,
McDonald's.
like I don't know. There's a pack of gum.
Wanna know what? I think I'd rather have a pack of gum at cornerback though. At least he stick to the receiver better.
53 mil. I mean, you could low-key splurge on like a pretty decent guy.
I
Like
think the
15 mil or
Bengals
something.
would be fine if like they called me. I think I'd be an upgrade to whatever they have now.
Fact. They have a pretty good D line, mostly because of Hendrickson, but
Yeah, Cincinnati Bengals. If you're watching this, if Joe Burrow can let me drive the Batmobile 5 times, I will sign for you as cornerback.
Joe's actually one of the Stranger Cast viewers, I heard.
Is he actually? Joe Burrow, I love you.
Yeah, is he actually? Yeah, he is. Dude.
That'd be a crazy ball.
I feel
That'd be
bad for Burrow
insane.
now. Who else do I feel bad for?
The
Low-key
Lions.
Kyler Murray.
I don't know.
Eh,
Kyler
well,
Murray, I
eh.
don't feel awful for.
I feel pretty bad. Arizona's done nothing for him.
He's done nothing for Arizona.
Dude, he's not bad at all. What
say
have they
that.
given him?
No. You
They've
say
gone
that,
they've
and
gone
then
after no big free agents. Who have they gone after? Nobody.
he is one of the best young tight ends in the league. They just got him a new rookie
Yeah. Okay.
wide
So
receiver.
a dude they drafted. They need to get a big free agent.
Who?
Because they're. What are you talking about? Go in the market for when well, I guess you probably could have gone to the market for Justin Jefferson. I was gonna say, but
Bro, you're
I don't know.
bugging if you think Justin Jefferson's gonna. They already paid Justin Jefferson. I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. Are the Vikings lose their
Oh
best
no,
asset?
I'm saying. Well, they paid him like a shitload of money, but the only reason he's staying there is because they paid him a shitload of money. Vikings suck. They said they were frauds from when the season started, and it was proven true.
Yeah, but they're gonna have JJ McCarthy at the helm next year.
Oh yeah, Justin Jefferson's gonna love that.
Bro, JJ beat out Sam Darnold for the starting job. So he's better than what they had this season, and they went 14-2.
I think anyone's better than Sam Darnold. They had the bag pulled
Exactly.
over their head. He was
So if
never
they're
good.
14-2 with the Jets like leftover crumbs, think about what he's gonna do with like an actual quarterback.
Oh wait, Kyler Murray's just a shorter Lamar Jackson, by the way. He's got an insane arm. He can run. I'm telling you.
But and then Black Ops 4 drops, and then tell me what happens.
I'm not disagreeing with the fact that I do like that young tight end. I know who you're talking about. What's his name? Like McBride or
Trey
whatever?
McBride. That dude is a fucking beast.
Believe me, but he doesn't score any fucking touchdowns.
That's Kyler's fault.
How's it Kyler's fault, dog?
Bro, Trey McBride, he had a grand total of 3 targets in the end zone this year.
What? Maybe they couldn't get to the end zone. I mean, what do you want from me? The guy gets no touchdowns. Same with Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers just had a lot of yards. He didn't have a lot of touchdowns either.
Yeah, because you get in the 10-yard, you get to the 10-yard line, you just run it in.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, have you learned nothing from Super Bowl I want to say 47.
Yeah, but then that's just not the help Kyler needs. The dude has a cannon. They gave him. You let Hollywood Brown walk. Not saying he was anything crazy. But you let him walk, and he goes right to a playoff contender. Like, it's just like Arizona's done nothing. They've done nothing. You can draft all these young studs that you want.
They gave him DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins, the dude who I watched drop like 10 fucking passes.
It was DeAndre Hopkins. It was DeAndre Hopkins 4 years ago. He was still good then.
Yeah, coming off like roids and shit.
Exactly.
His best years were on the Texans, man. He's been washed for a minute.
He's like 32 now. He's definitely washed now.
He's been washed for a minute, dog. Like, he hasn't been the same since he came back from the roids either. Whatever that whole scandal or debacle was. Which makes me question the legitimacy of his past seasons at this point.
Honestly,
I don't know why people are glossing over that. The dude literally got suspended for an entire season for some drugs.
should
I just
pick him
don't
again.
understand. I guess.
It's his best bet.
No, man. Like honestly, like I'd say receivers. Like I think Michael Pittman would be a good fit. I don't know how the Colts have managed to keep him. I think he's very underrated. I think I think the Lions are about to start losing guys. I think Amon-Ra is going to just.
No way.
I don't even know. Oh, they can make the playoffs all they want and be one of the best teams in the league. They aren't doing anything. There's no way they retain all these guys.
They're 2-2 in the playoffs. That's not the worst thing. That's not the worst area to be in.
Dude, this was the season. This was the season for them. I'm sorry. Like, I don't understand how you retain all these guys because most of the defenders had like breakout seasons. I doubt they're getting paid much. If Aidan Hutchinson didn't get hurt either, I mean, that dude's worth like $100 million. He's on pace for like probably 20 plus sacks.
He was on the pace for 22 or 26 sacks.
He's worth like $100 million. How are you going to retain all these guys? I don't understand. It's not possible. I think even what's his face Campbell said at the end of the season, like this was it. This was the year we had to win. Like, didn't he say that in the
No way he
post-game
said
conference?
that.
I think he said something close to that. I'm pretty sure. I think he said like this was our year. We just how do you there's no way. Jahmyr Gibbs, how do you retain all these guys? Their own line is good too.
They're losing 6 starters this season to free agency.
6 starters? I mean, I guess it depends who they are, but
no one important. They're losing they're losing a right guard. That's the only one that really means anything. The rest are I don't know
what's going to happen when because I'm assuming Hutchinson's still on his rookie contract, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they have 2 years on that.
And then I think Jahmyr's still on his. Amon-Ra's got to be off his. He's been in the league for like I think 3+ years now. I feel like
he's not entering. Oh, he got a contract extension last year.
Yeah, for how much?
4 years, 120 million.
120 million, dude. And Aidan Hutchinson's he's worth probably more than that.
Yeah,
even coming off this injury. How do you possibly retain that roster? It's Detroit. They do not have that.
You sign them for you sign them for long-term deals at the market value now before they shoot up in value.
Long-term deals. I mean, what does that even mean? I think Amon-Ra's
it's like what the Chiefs did with Mahomes.
Yeah, well, obviously you're going to pay Mahomes, but the Chiefs have always paid. They've always had like
for these young guys. I am for right now the young guys on the Lions. I'd be very comfortable signing 6-year deals on all of them.
6-year deals, they're worth so much money. Where are you gonna pull this money out of?
Well, that's the point. You sign them early when they're valued at less to the rest of the league.
Sign them early. You can't sign them early. They're going off during their rookie contracts. They're already worth like $100 million though. What are you talking about? It's like the thing with the Jets right now. Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner are probably worth like at least 50 mil. At least. And they're gonna want that money. Because you gotta remember, these guys are gonna request money. This ain't like Tom Brady with the Bucks where it's like, oh, we won, let's run it back and take pay cuts. These teams haven't won anything yet. These guys are gonna want money.
The Jets, I got nothing for the Jets. The Lions,
they want money, dog.
They do want money, but I think I trust in Campbell enough to convince them to take the pay cuts.
Well, Amon-Ra definitely did it. 120 mil. By the way, 120 mil for 4 years. I mean, he low-key fleeced himself on that.
Yeah,
probably could ask for more money if they're only keeping you for 4 years. No, I just don't understand. Like, they're not winning though. Even if you could convince them,
it's
they're
also
not winning.
Just crazy to me the fact how Brandon Ayuk is making the same amount of money as Amon-Ra.
Well, Ayuk is just. To be fair, the injury stuff definitely didn't help him.
But he was asked before the injury.
But yeah, he was not. But to be honest, I mean, I don't know.
I also just want
I
to
don't
say
really
I feel so bad for Aaron because we've just been talking football for the last like half an
No,
hour.
dude, you're good. You're
know.
good.
It's whatever.
I'm getting a
I
free
don't know.
podcast right now.
I don't know if Brock Purdy's the guy. To be honest with you, I still don't
He's
really
not
believe
the
in him.
guy, but there are not many other options around.
Well, of course there's not. Of course there's not. Yeah.
Like
What's the other thing, right? Because the Lions,
I think Brock
at this
Purdy's going to make
point, you
around
gotta
30
sign
million a
the
year.
quarterback. I guess that's fair for him.
Because right now,
But-
because the way I see it is, if Baker's getting paid 33 million, Brock's getting paid 30.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But the other thing is, too, the Lions got to start thinking about the future of quarterback because as much as
I heard the
Goff
Rams are open to trading away Stafford. I think he'd be a great fit for the Lions. I don't know about you.
Lions, dude, I feel like they need to draft a quarterback. I really do. I think that's probably the next step because as much as Goff has like legitimately revived his career and he has played well, he's not the future anymore.
No.
Like he's not the future anymore. Obviously not.
They just need another like quarterback heavy draft class to come in, which should happen the next few years.
It'll probably be next year. Definitely not this year.
Yeah.
I mean, any team
This
that's drafting. Well, okay. I think there are some good quarterbacks. I just think that this year is just such a gamble because there's not a big quarterback pool.
There's a like a quote I heard about the draft class this year, or at least the quarterbacks in the draft class, and it's if JJ McCarthy were in this draft class, he'd be the guaranteed number 1 overall quarterback. So I think that says to the quality of quarterbacks in this class.
Well, I think people are really sleeping on Shador. I think he might play very well in the NFL.
I don't know. I'm much higher on Ward.
Well, I mean, of course, he played for one of the best teams in the nation, dude. But Shador's numbers with the O line he had, oh my god! If he was on Miami, I'm not gonna lie, Shador would probably put up like 5,000 yards and probably like a 40 touchdown season.
But
the amount of times he has to run out of the pocket.
Cam Ward's so nonchalant with his throws.
His team is he's got like a god squad.
He's so nonchalant though.
It was crazy this year. Well, yeah, I know those memes are hilarious. I don't know, man. I think people are really sleeping on Shador, dude. He's had a dog shit O-line. Like, if you watch any Colorado game, the amount of times he is pressured and has to make something out of nothing is insane. Obviously, yeah, Travis Hunter. But that doesn't take away from Shador's talent, in my opinion.
Oh. Goff signed a 4-year deal last year.
Well, that's a suicide contract, man. He is not unless
4 years,
unless
212 million.
Wrong. Holy shit! They signed him to how many? 4 years? You said
4 years, 53 million a year.
How old is he?
How old is Goff?
He signed him to 4 years, $212 million. Oh my god!
Jared Goff is 30.
He's only 30. Okay. Assuming all right. Well, I mean, I guess like once you hit like that, like 34, 35 range, you're gonna start regressing probably. But so what? He's on. So I did this. He'll be what, 33, 34 at the end of this contract?
Yeah, 33, 34.
Dude, I don't know, man.
So basically what you were looking for. No.
300 mil.
You are looking within the next 3 years, you just need to draft a high upside project quarterback in like the second round. He can sit for 2 years behind Goff, and then you have a Jordan Love situation.
You're making it sound so simple.
The Packers make it look that simple.
Well, Jordan Love, dude, what's with this Jordan? Jordan Love was good in college. I don't really understand. Jordan Love he wasn't no scrub.
It's just crazy that the Packers get good quarterback after good quarterback after good quarterback.
They know how to draft good quarterbacks, man. Also, bro, as a Jets fan, being here at school, I get, the whole Rodgers thing. First of all, like, I don't care Rodgers is leaving the Jets. I think he should just retire anyway. But why is everyone acting like he wasn't a top 10 quarterback? He was top 10 in almost every category.
Because it was all in garbage. It was all in garbage time.
What does that even? Every Jets game is garbage time. He's still top 10 like every category. I don't understand.
No, because it felt like to me he was
I don't
lackluster
understand.
until they were basically out of playoff contention,
So
and then
that's not
suddenly
true.
he started playing well.
He has not been lackluster, dude. He started he started to ramp it up. He started to actually play like Rodgers. He started limiting his turnovers. By like the halftime every game, he would have like 150 yards and at least like a touchdown. The dude was top 10 in almost every category. Why are we acting like because this is what I'm getting sick and tired of it. Everyone's acting like he was this dog shit quarterback. He is literally statistically, I think he was like the number 8 quarterback in passing yards.
I'm
And
gonna search up something, and this will be basically what I put my argument on.
I just don't understand though. Like he was top 10 quarterback in the league. I just don't get it. Even if it is in garbage time, he's better than some of the younger guys if he's top 10. I just don't understand.
Okay, I was expecting worse, but 6-7 an attempt isn't high.
I just don't understand. It's like, yes, Rodgers did not pan out on the Jets. The Jets have more issues than Rodgers not panning out, though. You know, like there are so many issues. But like, I'm just tired of this shit. Like, I really don't think Rodgers played that bad. We just don't have a good offensive scheme, like at all. Like we run the ball on like 3rd and 10. I don't even understand. Like I don't even get that. Like pass the fucking ball. I don't understand.
You know, but don't forget you're on 3rd and 10 because Rodgers had 2 straight incompletions.
Because here's the thing, we don't run when it's like 1st and 10.
Yeah, no, I blame Rodgers for that.
I just don't understand. What will you blame him for not running on 1st 10? We don't use
Yes.
Breece Hall at all.
No, I'm convinced that Rodgers will go into the huddle and they're gonna call a fucking rushing play.
To pass
yes, yes.
What? Are you delusional?
Rodgers pulls the kind of shit that I do. No, Rodgers pulls the kind of shit I do in Road to Glory.
You're delusional. Have you watched fucking Jets games? Our play calling makes no sense. It makes no sense. We didn't even have a coach for the last end of the season.
And whose fault was that?
Probably fucking his, dog. What? Like, I don't understand.
It was Rodgers' fault.
Yeah, it was Rodgers' fault. Yeah. Of course it was.
Rodgers literally got Saleh fired.
Dog shit. Dude, Saleh's a defensive coordinator, bro. He was never meant to be a head coach anyway. He built a good Jets defense. I'll give him that. Our offense is just dog shit. I don't understand. It makes no sense. Instead of running the ball with Breece Hall, he just gets screens all the time. I don't even understand.
No, but that's the best situation for him to be in. I'm gonna be real.
It makes no fucking sense.
No. Breece Hall is so. You need Breece Hall in open field, and the best way to get that to him is a screen pass. Because honestly,
establishing the run.
I don't trust the Jets O-line.
Okay, regardless of trusting their O-line or not.
What do you mean? You gotta trust the O-line.
He was rushing pretty damn well, even with a shit O-line.
Exactly, and he did better with the. And he did better.
I was saying like the year before, he was rushing better even with the shit O-line. He had multiple 70+ rushes.
So you're saying he did better without Rodgers?
He's talking about.
It sounds like you're saying he's doing better without Rodgers.
Anyone can hand the ball. I don't know. What does it matter who's quarterback?
I don't know. It sounds like you're saying he did better without Rodgers.
Again, I know you're just doing this like, I don't know, piss me off, but like the shit's really bothering me at school because you can look at the numbers. Rodgers statistically was one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I just don't. Everyone just hates the Jets right now. I don't understand why.
Because of Aaron Rodgers?
I guess. I mean, I don't understand how though. Like, he's like fucking 40. What do you want him to do? He's still one of the best quarterbacks.
Go home, buddy. I work alone.
I just don't understand. I really don't understand, man. Like, we tried to do what the Bucks did, and it didn't work. It's whatever.
So, I think the Jets sign Sam Darnold to a deal after coming off a great season like this. The Vikings, they don't fully want to give JJ McCarthy keys to piece of the castle. You know, they need a good veteran to guide him. So Aaron Rodgers does the funniest thing he could do, and goes to the Vikings.
Favre? Yeah, I know. It's all on my feed. Dude, the Jets just can't draft a fucking quarterback. They just can't do it. They literally are just incapable. And the ones that we do draft end up leaving and then going off for some reason. Geno's like a full-time starter now. What the fuck?
Seahawks need a new quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure they should look to the future, but like,
No,
dude,
Geno hit his ceiling during his I didn't write back year. At this point, he's high key holding.
Is he holding them back? Because I'm telling you right now, he's playing a million times better than he ever did for the fucking Jets.
The bar's pretty fucking low.
Night and day, dog. Dude, I don't think you realize how bad Geno Smith was for the Jets. The biggest thing he ever did was have an altercation in the locker room and get into a fight in the locker room. It's the biggest thing he did. And now all of a sudden he's playing like a playoff contender. Like the Jets are just incapable of developing a quarterback. It is insanity. I don't
Russell Wilson?
understand. They're talking about Russell Wilson.
Jets quarterback that developed and became a really like he's ass now, but like they developed Russ.
Russell Wilson.
The Seahawks
developed Russ. Pete Carroll did. Yeah, I'm talking about the Jets.
We
had Geno first.
I thought
These guys.
Oh fuck, right. You're talking about the Jets can't develop, not the no.
His most relevant thing was having a fight in the locker room and punching the shit out of someone on his own team. That's the most relevant thing he's known for. And now all of a sudden he's on what? The Seahawks made the playoffs like every year he's been on the Seahawks, except what, this year? Or did they make the playoffs this year?
They did not.
My trip. They did not. Okay, so this is like the first year they didn't since having him. It's like ridiculous. That's just stinky. The best quarterback was Mark Sanchez, and those years are
that's the craziest thing.
Much behind us.
I think I saw a video where it's the last like quarterback to pass for 3,000 yards on each team. I think for the Jets it was Joe Namath.
Aaron Rodgers passed for 3,000 this year.
I think so. I think he might have done it. I think it might have been a mid-season thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The video might have been 4,000 yards then, because Rodgers did not hit 4.
No, I think he hit 3 though, right?
3,897.
Yeah, that's not bad. He almost had a 4,000 yards. Yeah, but he played like shit. I'm so tired of it, dog.
Garbage time.
Yeah, garbage time. Whatever.
Garbage time.
Who cares? The reason he gets so many yards is because he gets like all these passing, like he gets all these passes off, and we just can't score touchdowns. We're all talking about a team that can't score touchdowns. Oh my god, like that Zach Wilson year. Holy fuck! Talk about not scoring touchdowns. Oh my god. It's ridiculous, dude. I just can't even do it anymore. It's like, even if the Jets draft a quarterback this year, it's like...
There's a rumor they're making a play for the like 3rd overall or 2nd overall pick.
I was hearing we have interest in Kyler Murray. That's why I brought him up earlier.
Really? I didn't hear about that.
It was a rumor. I think it was started on like Twitter. It might have been like a fan account or something. But to be honest, I don't even hate that idea, dude.
The rumors I heard so far were, I think there were pictures of Aaron Rodgers with a Steelers player. And there are also rumors that the Steelers called the Jaguars about Trevor Lawrence.
I did hear about Trevor potentially becoming a Steeler. I did hear about that. That would actually be a really good fit for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Honestly, with the contract the Jacksonville Jaguars just like promised him, I don't think it's a bad idea to get some draft picks for the kid.
His time in Jacksonville's up, man. They have not been able to build around. Well, actually, that's not necessarily true.
Trevor Lawrence is another one where it's like he's an okay quarterback, but he wasn't worth a market-breaking contract.
Well, also like Jacksonville just, I don't know, man. I don't know. My opinion, Jacksonville just doesn't know what they're doing at all. after they lost that like insane defense, they just have not been able to.
Bro, Jacksonville Jaguars did more with Blake Bortles than they did with Trevor Lawrence.
Blake Bortles is good. I'm gonna be honest, Jets just need like a game manager. Honestly, they need a Brock Purdy. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's what they need. I really think they just need like a Brock Purdy.
I mean, 49ers can't pay everyone on that team.
Eventually, Purdy's gonna want money.
I think
if this is gonna be their quote unquote guy.
I think they have to pay him this year if they're going to.
I mean, if this is their guy, like this is the guy that they think is really that dude, and he's not like a game manager like everyone says, but you gotta pay him, right? Like
where did Purdy end up in passing yards?
I think low-key 49ers need to start looking to the future on a few positions. I think Debo's regressing.
Debo's washed.
Yeah, I think he's regressed completely. They had a lot of issues with the defense. What was that whole shit about the dude like sitting out and like
sitting
that was
out?
weird. Yeah, they had like that dude like sat out and shit. Like that was weird. What the fuck was that about?
Some like literally what was
he just
it?
left the game or something. Like he literally just left the game, right? Like I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah, Devondre Campbell.
Yeah, he just fucking left the game. I don't even understand. I mean, not that he's like I guess has been good. I don't know.
He lost the starting job and then refused to sub in when they tried to get him back in.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy to do.
He just like left the game. It was like crazy. It was like all over my feed. Bro just fucking left. I don't even understand. Oh god. Oh, I hate playing base game Balatro.
Base game Balatro.
I love the mods, dude. There's so many good ones.
Like yo.
It's like a Minecraft situation where like some of these modded things like should totally just be in like base game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Minecraft's like one of the biggest things in that regard.
He's a linebacker. Is he ever like good?
Wasn't he the no, that was someone else.
He hasn't been good since 2021.
Yeah. Football's a tough sport, man. It's a tough sport. It's hard. They don't last long in some positions, you know, like running backs and shit.
Yeah, well, that's just because they literally run running backs into the ground.
It's hard, man. That's how like, I'm shocked Saquon can even like play at the level he plays at after all those years of just
like. But here's
dying
the thing.
On the Giants.
I know I'm a little biased, but an offensive line will keep a running back young for an extra like 10 years.
Of course. But those years in the Giants, man, I mean, his like leg injuries, I just don't even understand how he's still playing, man.
Because he has like quads the size of I don't even know what the fuck to compare him. Like, didn't he literally rip his uniform because his legs were so big?
Yeah, he's an athletic freak for sure. That probably plays a factor.
Him and Jalen Hurts, they're both just like monsters.
God, Hurts. Mr. likes getting fucked in the ass.
Okay, I understand he just won the Super Bowl and stuff, and like, you know, good on him. What's with all these motherfuckers trying to say Hurts is like QB2 now in the league?
QB2? What the fuck? He's not even better than Lamar and
He's
Josh.
not even. I don't even think he's top 5.
He's not even better than Mahomes. Yeah, he's not better than Mahomes.
Mahomes is quarterback 1. Even though he lost, even though I might hate him, he's quarterback 1 in the league right now. No one else is close to him.
Yeah, no one does what he does. And even though he had a shit game, he still had some crazy plays in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. It was pretty. He was doing some, I'm gonna say it, some Mahomey shit.
Mahomes,
like, dude, his escapability, low key in the like that one play they got called back, I think, for holding.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, they cannot fucking tackle this guy.
Mahomes
I was very
has
impressed, actually.
a very good comeback factor. He
Yeah.
will
No, he
score.
does. He does.
He will score with no time left on the clock and keep your game and keep your. He will keep you in any
Well, dude,
close
that
game.
one play touchdown was nuts.
Yeah.
Like to bring it, I think to what 22 to whatever.
Yeah,
to
final
whatever the
score.
score ended up being.
He will keep you
Dude,
in a
that
close
one
game.
was crazy.
It's just that it took their offense so long to get going.
Yeah, no, that's true. I agree with that.
I mean, fuck the Eagles from the bottom of my heart as a Giants fan, but shout out to that defensive line. 7 sacks,
Dude,
0 blitzes,
they weren't even
52%
blitzing. Yeah,
0 blitzes,
Yeah,
52% pressure rating. You know how they rushed 4 and got 7 sacks.
that D line is very nuts.
It's the Georgia team. It's the 2018 Georgia defense.
Yeah, that defense is that D line is very nuts. But dude, the Eagles are low key starting to become one of my they're good. They're good. But like I'm not saying they're like Patriots level where I like hate them. You know? Actually I ended up respecting the Patriots in the end. Like I ended up respecting Tom.
In hindsight, everyone's liking it. Everyone likes Tom Brady more. Or at least the second he went to the Bucks, people stopped hating Tom Brady in my mind. Like from at least what I've seen.
Oh yeah, of course. Because let's just be honest, he just fucking solidified himself as
quarterback at all time.
Yeah, like that was it, man. There was nothing else after that. There's no debate.
I want to see Mahomes leave the Chiefs and do
I didn't even realize. I saw a TikTok actually about that run that he made when he beat the Chiefs 31-9 in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dude, I did not realize the teams they beat to even get there, bro. Rodgers, Packers, Breeze, Saints. Pretty much made Breeze retire.
Yeah.
And then what was the first round? It was Washington with Alex Smith, who was always one of like Tom Brady. Like they always played each other, and like, Alex Smith still couldn't beat him. Still couldn't beat Tom. Oh man,
what was it? 2021?
Did not really. Yeah, I didn't realize how crazy it was. And not only that, not only did they beat all those crazy quarterbacks and all those crazy teams, they ended up destroying the Chiefs, man. Oh my god, I remember. I think I watched that one at Brennan's house.
Yeah, we all watched it at Brennan's. We ain't going nowhere.
I went there, right? Going into it, like I knew that like most of the people were probably gonna root for Tom Brady, but then there's the people who are like, "Oh, the Chiefs are winning hands down." It's like you have no idea what's about to happen here.
Yeah, they beat the 2020 Washington. Who were some good motherfuckers on that team?
Alex Smith was always a quarterback Tom played because the Chiefs and the Patriots.
Well, it was Taylor Heineke who was starting at the time.
Was Alex Smith hurt? Oh,
I think so.
I think is that the season he snapped his leg?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he made Breeze retire because I think that was Breeze last year.
He did. He said that was his last year, and that was
Rodgers.
He couldn't beat Rodgers 31-26.
Yeah, and then
wasn't that also the was it the year where the 13-second touchdown that Mahomes had, or was that the year before? Or was it the year after? No, it's the year before.
The Super Bowl that like the team that should have won was that one year we watched at your house, the 49ers, man.
Oh that they fell apart.
They should have beat the Chiefs. They should have beat the Chiefs, dude. I don't know what happened. It was their defense that really choked it for them. I mean, they just. I'm just gonna say it, man. Chiefs just should have re-signed Tyreek, dude. I don't understand.
I mean, they won 2 Super Bowls without him.
Oh, yeah. Well, we saw that, you know.
Well, I think that's just because I think Travis needs to retire too.
Dude, did you hear they're gonna bring him back as like a role player, like not a.
He's gonna be Taysom. He's gonna be Taysom Hill.
I just like a role player in the sense of like I guess like just like a veteran guy to have,
like a locker room presence.
I guess. I mean, man, his regression's nuts. He like fucking sucks now. Except he did actually have a pretty crazy game in the playoffs. I think he had like 100-something yards and like
the Texans game. The Texans game, he went off.
Fuck, you know.
One don't really grinds my gears.
I don't really grind, dude. I
Bro,
just
using Hinge after 11, it's rough.
11. Oh god, it's probably 11:20. Yeah. What does that even mean though? Like it's rough. Like it's rough after 11. We'll call Hinge at 3 a.m.
It's rough after 11, man.
We'll call Hinge at 3 a.m.
I'd rather match with Dame Tu Cosita than any of these.
So you just don't use Tinder though? I feel like Tinder I found to be much more efficient.
Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten because I didn't use Tinder a long time, but like the ratio for using it to matches, I definitely got a lot more on Hinge.
Hmm.
You know, Hinge lets me be more my charming, charismatic self. You know.
No, I mean, listen, I think it's all preference. I didn't like Hinge though. I will say, when I was going through
The
like
very
different apps.
small, only 8 swipes a day or 8 like matches a day is kind of crazy.
Is that how it is on Hinge?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of stupid.
I
How
definitely
many
got
did you
the I
get?
definitely got the most success when I did the paid one for a little bit.
Oh well, obviously. I mean, that's why they only give you 8 because they want you to pay for the
Yeah, load
premium.
paper.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess Tinder was just easier, maybe. Maybe that's why I liked it.
I believe
Maybe it
that.
just maybe it just felt like there wasn't as much to it. I mean, it's pretty simple. You just kind of look at pictures, really. I mean, maybe I'd glance the bios, but some girls really don't even put anything in there.
Oh yeah,
I
opening
did. I
picture,
did see.
most spot the top of their Spotify Wrapped.
Oh yeah,
Kanye.
this like their playlist. Like, fuck off, bitch. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit about your playlist.
Really didn't actually. Was really
Number
didn't.
number one on their playlist was Kanye.
Gotta love God. God damn, this Canadian goalie is actually nuts.
Is
Um,
it Jay?
yeah, might be. What was I gonna say though? What was I gonna say?
Um, if you could make
Remember?
a if you could make your own Omnitrix, what aliens would you put in?
Uh,
10 aliens to put in your Omnitrix. Who you grabbing, Aidan?
what was the one I liked? Was it Cannon Blast? I liked him.
Cannonbolt?
Or Cannon Bolt,
Yeah,
maybe. Uh, Upgrade. I liked Upgrade.
dude, Upgrade was severely underutilized.
Super
I wish they brought
underutilized.
him
And
back for Alien Force.
crazy utility. Obviously, you have to have Alien X just as my overpowered
Yeah, but
ridiculous.
you're stuck in litigation for like a millennia before you can do anything.
But like, brother, he's literally the strongest. Isn't he like the strongest being in all like
Oh yeah, no.
multimedia?
When Ben was able to control Alien X, he literally recreated the universe when it exploded.
How many is that though? I've said 3.
You said 3.
Fucking. Oh my god. What was Accelerate? I loved Accelerate, dude, as a kid.
Accelerate no G.
I loved Accelerate,
Oh,
man.
we lost Aaron.
He just left. But,
Yep. All right. Two man show.
what was the one they replaced with? Oh my god, what the fuck's his name?
Stinkfly.
No, I hated Stinkfly, low-key.
Ripjaws.
No, not Ripjaws. Also, another one that like I feel like he stopped using a lot.
He well yeah, I mean he wasn't in like water scenarios too often.
Yeah, wait, Benson,
Uh
Alien names. See, this is the thing. I wasn't like the biggest Ben 10 fan, but I do remember most of the OG stuff and most of the stuff from Ultimate Alien.
which like fair, that's kind of the main like I don't know. I don't know like whatever was after Ultimate Alien. Where like they
No.
changed the art style. Fucking Omniverse, I think. Yeah, Omniverse.
What the fuck's his name, dude? The guy they replaced Heat Blast with.
Swampfire.
So I would totally go Swampfire.
Dude,
I like
Swampfire is a must. That dude is a fucking that's a dude in himself.
Swampfire was one of the good like replacements for a classic.
Yeah.
Because like obviously he's the last replacement, obviously.
And Swamp Vine replacement too. He was a 2-in-1.
Oh yeah, he was like a double up. I remember that, yeah. I think what's his fucking name?
You gotta have Humongosaur.
That's who I can remember, yeah. I would go Humongosaur. Can I add ultimate aliens or are they like part of the
That's built
10,
that's built into the unless it's a new alien. Like if you want ultimate Echo, you gotta add Echo.
No, Humongosaur. Isn't there ultimate? Yeah, ultimate Humongosaur is sick.
Yeah.
Okay,
he had fucking machine guns for fingers.
I know, dude, he was sick. I loved ultimate Humongosaur. I remember that vividly as a child.
Dude, the ultimates were like such a crazy addition.
They're really cool. It was a good gimmick.
It was
a good gimmick. I like them. Let's see. Echo was lame. Echo. Yeah.
Who you got? You got Cannonbolt, Upgrade, Accelerate, Humongosaur, Swampfire.
Swampfire. I think.
Is that it so far? Only 5?
Oh, I liked Blocks.
Blocks?
I remember Blocks.
The one that just looks like a pile of Legos.
It's the Lego dude. Fuck you, throw him in there.
Sure. Alright, that's 6. You got 4 more.
Oh, well, I have Alien X in there too.
Alien X. 3 more.
I'm looking through here still. I didn't realize how many there were.
He had
Big Chill?
Dude, no.
Big
yeah,
Chill?
I was waiting for you to mention Big Chill. You
mean Big Chill?
Dude, Big Chill was fucking him.
No, I remember Big Chill. Give me Big Chill. Where's fucking... Wasn't Spider Monkey one of them?
Yeah, Spider Monkey. Yeah, Spider Monkey was cool.
Then he had like Ultimate Spider Monkey, so I'd probably take that.
It just
right?
became like
Isn't
a giant ass gorilla.
Yeah, I'd totally go Spider Monkey for sure.
I think that's 9. You got 1 more.
Just give me Goop then.
Goop? Really?
Just give me Goop. Just give me Goop. Fuck it.
Goated lineup. Goated lineup.
To be fair, like some of these other aliens I don't really know. Oh man, Canada, I think.
What is Canada? Are they about what?
Is it gold and gold?
Are we actually gonna lose?
I don't know if it's gold. It's gold and gold. We lost 3-2. Damn.
What the fuck is gold and goal?
So whoever scores in overtime first just wins.
Fuck.
That's tough. That sucks, dude.
Is it multiple games or one and done?
That was it, man. It was just the championship. Damn.
Fuck.
I mean, Canada, I feel like probably should beat us in hockey. Just saying, but
we can't let them win anything though. Like we can't. Those fucking.
They're about to talk so much shit, dude. Because the U.S. was talking so much shit.
They started talking shit first.
They did boo our anthem first. I will say that.
Yeah.
I will say that.
All right, but what would my Ben 10 lineup be?
I don't know, man. There is a lot more to pick from than I thought.
Like, I think the easy ones: Swampfire, Big Chill, Humongosaur, Alien X, Upgrade. I think those are like must-haves.
I was thinking Ghost Freak too, but I feel like Ghost Freak was like never used.
Because he was evil, man. Ghost Freak.
He was cool though.
Wasn't it like Ghost Freak was just his mind got captured with his DNA and he just became a fucking op?
Oh man. I like his design a lot.
He had a terrifying dude. I was scared of him when I was a kid.
Scary as shit. And Ghost Freak's voice. Oh god.
Oh yeah, no. Like Ghost Freak like freaked the fuck out of me when I was a kid.
Ghost Freak, and I was actually very scared of Vilgax. Is that how you say his name? The big bad in like season original.
No, well, they need to study the downfall of Vilgax though.
Doesn't Ben get the DNA to become him,
No.
or no? Am I wrong?
But I think Vilgax is like 0-6 right now. He has not won a single fight.
Which is so stupid because isn't he supposed to be like the biggest
He
bad?
is. He's like he's the big bad for like 5 seasons.
No,
And-
his season 1 design actually freaked me out as a kid, and
Dude.
honestly, so did I think this was season 2. It
Because
looks so
it's-
freaky. And then when
that was him at his
all
height.
ripped
That
apart-
was Vilgax at his absolute like this dude's a fucking menace.
Actually, they made him way less scary. I guess maybe more friendly for the kids. I don't know.
Because they gave him an actual
like
face.
Yeah, he looks kind of weird. Like, yeah, especially this newest one. He looks weird. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Like he started with the gas mask and like the raspy ass voice, and like
Yeah, dude, he was scary.
he was
scary, man.
terrifying. And then
He's actually
becomes
villain.
this.
I don't know. He's lame ass.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
literally
that's
shit
the
ass.
design. The new one just like it's so stupid looking. Okay, well don't get me wrong. The OG is like a very basic design, I guess.
But it was
There's not a lot going on
terrifying.
there.
Like
But
they
that's the thing. The simplicity makes it better anyway. That's the issue with some of these shows, man. They try to go like sometimes being simple is best. I don't need to go that crazy. I was also gonna say this new Avatar thing sounds cool. Although I heard about
new
this.
Avatar series.
I think I heard about this like a while ago. Something about like this earthbending stuff and like
I think that was like a fan made
something
thing.
where there's
Though.
like something where there was like 2 avatars or something.
Yes, yeah. No, that is
Or, like,
Avatar lore. Because around the time of Kyoshi, there was another Earthbender who's really powerful. Who like for a good few years they just thought they were the Avatar. And then obviously Kyoshi ended up bending a different element, so like, oh shit, it's her. But yeah, no, there was a dude who like I think he got his powers from like making deals with spirits and shit, and became like the most powerful Earthbender.
Wasn't he using like mud bending or something? So it looked like he was water bending, right?
Yeah,
Or some shit.
he used the like the dirt and composite in like paintings and became like a paint bender.
Yeah, I know we're gonna watch Korra, and I know people, and like yourself included. And I think Brady will really enjoy it. Dude, I think Korra has actually some of the best bending and some of the strongest benders, like compared to like.
It's cool seeing it in a
Like
modern setting. It allowed them to build off it more.
Well, I'm just saying in like Last Airbender, obviously, like we see Toph, greatest Earthbender of all time, no argument, craziness. I'd say Aang is, well, actually, I guess this kind of gets
I'm gonna
debunked
be
if you
real.
watch Korra all the way.
After they added Zahir, I understand Aang literally invented multiple airbending styles, but
Zahir's easily
Zahir
was better at airbending.
He had to have been he technically might have been the most talented airbender. He had airbending for 5 minutes and learned how to fly.
You can just fly, dude. No, I'm saying Korra. I don't know how to put this into words. I think my point is that we see a lot of powerful benders in Avatar: The Last Airbender with the original crew and everything. We see a lot of powerful benders, but dude, like Bolin, bro, once he gets lava bending, I mean, he's easily one of the strongest characters. The minute he gets lava bending, he's automatically one of the strongest benders in the universe. And like the fact that Mako can just use which I guess most firebenders can for some reason at this point, can just use lightning like it's nothing. Like what?
I think it's like it was originally like a quote unquote like recessive gene, but just firebenders kept having more firebending babies with lightning benders and vice versa. And
I guess, but like the thing is though, like in Last Airbender, the only people we see
Iroh
can actually use
Iroh, Azula, and
you gotta
Ozai.
remember, they can't use no. You gotta remember, Iroh and Zuko can't use it.
No, Iroh can.
They can redirect it. Oh, they can redirect it.
No, Iroh can lightning bend.
I don't think he can. I thought he could just redirect it. I thought his thing
Yes,
was
he can. No, because remember when he was training Zuko, Zuko said, "Shoot lightning at me," and he said, "What, are you crazy? I'm not going to shoot lightning at you."
But I thought he can only do it. Well, can't he only do it when there's like a storm though?
No, no, that's just
Okay, I don't know. I thought he can only redirect it because I don't know. I don't think Zuko can just use it.
no. Zuko couldn't. Zuko could only use. He learned redirection.
I thought he can. Yeah, I thought he can only redirect. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
Iroh
remember how-
invented redirecting lightning. That was a cool thing.
Well, that's the thing, because I'm trying to think back. I don't really remember Iroh ever just using lightning. I remember him redirecting it a lot.
He redirected
I
it
don't remember
more,
him.
but I mean, like I searched it up.
I don't
It says he.
Listen, it says it. I believe it.
Waterbenders deal with the flow
I'm just trying to
of
think. In
energy.
the show, obviously, like I've rewatched it plenty of times now. I can only think of him redirecting it. I know Zula shoots it pretty often in the last season,
Yeah.
especially, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Korra's pretty overpowered. She has metal bending.
No seismic
She
sense.
has metal bending. She has what?
No seismic sense.
I thought she does.
No, I don't think she was able to learn it.
I think she does learn it. Pretty sure she does learn it. I think. I mean, that might be wrong.
No, she didn't get it.
Really?
She wasn't able to do it.
Let me just see where she got it.
It makes
Regardless, she gets metal.
makes sense. Like she struggled with like finding peace and quiet, like inner peace and quiet and shit, and that's like why she struggled with airbending.
Yeah, but the only reason she, well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, she is the strongest avatar. I hate to break it to fans of
Like
That's it.
strongest,
Dang.
yes, but I still would give a.
She's better spiritually too.
She's stronger. I think I would still give it to Aang though.
Dude, no.
She's more powerful.
If you're telling me, right, Zahir who learns airbending in 5 minutes basically, or has it 5 minutes, and is already better than Aang at it.
He's more talented.
could-
He's more talented. I didn't say he was better. Well, I might have said better, but
Okay, dude, I'm sorry. Like, if we're gonna rewatch Korra, this is the problem though. They made her this overpowered, dude. That's the thing. Like, they just
it took
made her this
Korra
overpowered.
16 years to do what took Aang a year and a half.
Well, also Korra can just go in and out of the Avatar state, something that Aang literally could not master for.
So what? My brother loves the
Years.
Huzz, and like suddenly he can't be a good Avatar because of that.
I'm just, dude, you're.
Aang
Listen, I'm
loved
just telling
women
you.
more than the Avatar state, and honestly, can
No,
you blame him for that?
I'm telling you, it's the way
Can you
they
blame him for
wrote
that?
the Legend of Korra. She just is the strongest. I'm telling you, they power skilled every bender, bro.
I know,
They
no,
power
she
skilled
is the most
every
powerful.
bender.
Like in raw stats, I give it to her. I still think Aang,
In every aspect.
I still
aspect,
think
dog.
Aang is crafty enough and has enough like actual battle sense. I'll call it.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Battle sense. Okay, he did fight. I'm gonna put war in quotation marks because this was like low key. I want to say the dying down of the war because they lose their entire fleet in season 1, pretty much. Right, and then the Fire Lord's pretty much getting rid of the regime and just makes a bunch of blimps to scorch the earth, which is totally stupid. I don't even know why he did that. The first invasion attempt only fails because the Fire Nation knew what was happening. Which, like,
What are you talking about?
I'm saying, like, in terms of experience, dude, Korra literally fought the spirit, the dark side of the Force, basically.
And she only won through brute strength.
But I'm saying though, her power scaling is like 10 times.
She
like,
is stronger.
her
Aang's
feet-
smarter.
Her feats, yeah, but her feats are better. I don't understand. She's overall better than Aang. I'm just saying this is how they wrote the show, dude.
I understand. I
this-
understand that.
she
And
connects
I'm
your
not
world and
I'm
the
not
actual world.
arguing that she is stronger.
He
But
doesn't have intellect. What are you talking about? He was a kid. What intellect does he have?
he doesn't have intellect.
What? Well, you're saying like he's more
Aang's been
battle
running
smart.
circles against career firebenders his entire career. Sorry. Aang has been fighting around people and beating them in pacifistic ways. He's always been.
course, I mean,
He
he's an
never tries to hurt a
airbender, for
motherfucker.
sure. Well, I mean, he does technically fuck up the Fire
So
Lord,
it doesn't
which,
matter
by
if.
the way, the Fire Lord is the strongest person he fights, and the Fire Lord is only boosted by the comet during that time. I'm just saying, like, as much as I love Aang, I love Aang more than Korra. I think my favorite character in The Legend of Korra is probably Bolin or Mako anyway.
What do
think
you
Mako
mean?
has a
It's
really-
obviously Zahir. No,
Yeah.
no, Varric. Sorry, Varric.
Oh, well, Varric too. Yeah, I guess Varric's my favorite character. But
Julie,
this is
do
way they
the
wrote-
thing.
Julie, do the thing. Dude, this is how they wrote Korra. I think to get people into the show, they wrote her to be this crazy. I mean, she like meets the first Avatar. She connects the spirit world and the physical world. She beats the dark. I'm just gonna keep calling it the dark side of the Force. She also does. She has power bending. The shit that Aang gets from the lion turtle. She has that because she can give back bending and shit.
Yeah, Aang gave her
Reverse
energy
it.
bending at the end of season 1.
Yeah,
if I
she has
remember
she has energy bending, metal bending. She can go in and out of the Avatar state with ease. She's way better than Aang spiritually, but like to be
Also,
fair,
wait, didn't Aang learn how to go into the Avatar state at ease?
of course, like after fucking, of course he did. I mean, he had to after like fucking years though. Like
How long did it
Korra
take
learns how
Korra?
to do it one season. It's at the end of season 1.
And how old
It's
was
after
she at the
gets
end of
the
season
energy
1?
bend. I think she's like 16, 17.
How old was Aang?
Maybe? No, she might be younger than that. Well, the only time we see Aang go in and out of the Avatar state is the flashback scenes from season 1. And I think he's got to be what, like 40s, 50s?
Well, no,
in those scenes?
he unlocked it during his fight with Sozin. No, not Sozin. Ozai.
Well, he goes into the Avatar state.
That's when he got full control
Oh, so as an 112-year-old man?
as a 12-year-old.
Yeah, whatever. Dude, Korra, listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. Like, I think I like Aang more than Korra anyway, but they just wrote her to be fucking overpowered. I don't know why, but they just did. Like, there's just a certain amount of facts. Like, her spiritual side is like 10 times better than Aang's ever was. I mean, like we know that. There's really, you can't even deny that.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean her spiritual side is stronger?
She connects the physical and the spiritual world. She meets
She
the original
no, she
spirit
doesn't do
is
that.
inside
She
Avatar.
causes that.
She does it. She connects it. She chooses to do that, and then obviously
No,
ends up
she
sucking
chose not to
because, like,
fix her fuck up.
No, she chooses to connect the worlds, dog. There's a whole scene where they ask her, like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" She's like, "Yeah, I think this is what we should do."
No, because she accidentally did it when she fucked up. No, because she released. She
chooses to do it,
No,
dog.
we're gonna go full lore. Because let's not forget the fact she caused the whole dark avatar shit. She caused the dark side of the Force to start winning. So numero uno.
She was naive. She trusted her uncle. She trusted her uncle over her father. It was good writing, in my opinion.
That's fucking crazy. Why would you trust your uncle over your dad?
What? Because her dad was being a dick? I've watched the show multiple times.
How is her dad being a dick? The North's coming in and treating us like second-class citizens. I don't like this. Shut the fuck up, Dad.
The uncle, because she didn't want to learn from fucking what's-his-face, the spiritual side, her uncle manipulated. It's like Palpatine and Anakin, dog. I've watched Korra multiple times, Steve. She is more connected spiritually. I'm sorry, there's no argument there. I think it's even said in the show. I mean, this might not actually be true at all, but I think it might be said that she is better spiritually than Aang. There's no
Aang
denying
is
it, dog.
literally a monk.
what does that matter? I don't understand. What does that matter? Oh my god.
Aang had full connection to the spirit.
It just sounds like you don't.
World.
It just sounds like you don't like Korra.
I don't, but that doesn't have anything to do with this. I'm biased, but I'm not wrong.
What are you talking about? Have you watched Legend of Korra, dog?
Yeah, I have.
Right, she
Bro,
literally.
Korra's biggest struggle was she wasn't properly in tune with the spirit realm throughout the majority of her time as the Avatar. Hence why at the end of the series, she ended up moving to the spirit realm to learn how to connect with the spirits.
Yeah, to fully understand them, because
exactly. So Aang was able to.
That was to cause. That was also to cause peace, because the enemy was using spirit energy to cause harm.
Yeah, and whose fault was that? Whose fault was that for combining the spirit world? Huh?
So maybe that wasn't a good idea, but she still chose to do it. So what is your argument here? She is objectively maybe not. Actually, she might be a better Avatar, but I don't want to trigger you any more than you clearly already are.
Korra caused every cataclysmic event during her time as Avatar.
Not necessarily true. That Earth bitch just took advantage of a very weak Earth kingdom. They had better politics,
and also took advantage of the spiritual weapons that she unleashed upon the world.
Well, that's not. It was the vine.
They
used the vine.
She also, by connecting the spirit realm, brought back the Airbenders, which made Zahir an Airbender, who became one of her biggest ops.
Oh, so bringing back the Airbenders, one of the most revolutionary things in Avatar. Dude, you're just an op. You just hate this bitch, which is fair. I know a lot of people do.
Tenzin had an excuse to just raw dog his wife for the next few years, and Korra took that away from him.
Well, but here's the funny thing: they're not even guaranteed to have a airbending child anyway, because the
I think they were 4 for 4.
Oh, the son they have isn't an airbender.
Was he? What's the last guy's name?
See, dog, I've watched Legend of Korra.
So I'm fucking asking you what's his name.
I don't know his fucking name. I just know that son, because the wife is like, oh, finally, there's one that's not an airbender. Dude, I don't know, man. This is how they wrote Korra. They literally hand her the feats. They
never confirm it, but they say it's higher odds that he is an airbender. Because in season in season 1, Katara literally told her, "I see another strong airbender in your future," when rubbing the baby's stomach.
I know, but then they have the baby, and I'm pretty sure they say, "Oh, it's not an airbender." I'm pretty sure that's what they say. I'm like pretty certain, because the baby has.
They never say verbatim.
I think the baby has, I think, the mom's eyes and hair, and I know the other kids I don't think do. They have more airbender features.
Oh wait,
you're arguing with the dude who watches Korra like once a year. They literally hand her the feats. They hand her the feats. They just hand them to her. Like, they just give them on a silver platter. And he had to grind. He had to go through the trenches. But Korra, she's handed this shit. Maybe that's bad writing. I think season 1.
But that's why I'm saying, even though Korra's stronger, Aang would win. Aang knows how to grind for that shit. It's like
he wouldn't win though. He wouldn't win though. He wouldn't win.
Aang knows how to fight when his back's against the wall. If Aang gets the upper hand at any point, Korra gets mad, throws a temper tantrum, starts fire breathing, and then Aang takes the upper hand and wins, because he's like,
he wouldn't win.
Bro,
all Korra would have to do is honestly just metal bend him. He literally cannot do anything about that. I mean, sure, maybe he enters the Avatar state, but then what's she gonna do? She's just gonna enter the Avatar state. And cannot metal bend.
Yeah. Okay, I had to search that one up. I wasn't sure. I was fairly certain he couldn't. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, that's one of the things he did. The strongest thing he gets, his strongest feat.
Well, it's also
honestly like
that's also assuming Korra can catch him.
She's an Avatar too, dude. You were acting like,
bro. He's one of the fastest avatars.
She is the Avatar too, though. I don't understand. What are you trying to argue here? Like, you just don't like Korra.
I don't. But Aang's faster.
Your bias is crazy.
Aang's faster though.
Okay, but I don't understand. Like, what? Okay, I guess he's faster.
So she can't catch him with metal bending.
Oh man, but what's this? Korra can enter the Avatar state too and probably catch him.
Can she? I thought she lost connection to the Avatar state.
Yeah. I'm guessing she probably gets it back. They kind of leave the whole show on a cliffhanger. She only loses it when she has the poison inside of her, and then she gets that shit out. Isn't that what happens? Yeah. Toph goes through the whole thing like, "Oh, I know you in every lifetime. Twinkle Toes, I could tell you're."
She can enter the Avatar state, but she no longer has the knowledge of the past avatars.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, she loses the connection with the past. Yeah.
Because she's effectively Avatar 1 again. She started a new cycle.
Yeah. Which makes her the strongest Avatar.
Well, if every Avatar is strongest than the one before them, but there is no longer an Avatar before her, hence Aang's the culmination of thousands of years of Avatars, and she's the culmination of one motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, listen, I used to hate Korra as well. I used to hate her as well. I did. I
still
actually
do.
despised her, but I could tell, man. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. The only way I think,
like, it's not her fault, it's the writers, but
I think season 1's actually beautifully written.
Season 1 was fucking beautiful. I loved season 1. My issue is season 2. I hated so much.
Season 2, Legend. That was Dark.
That's Dark Avatar and all the Spirit World shit.
Well, that's the thing. They only did that because I think in season 1 they didn't really touch on the spiritual side. So that was obviously
because season 1 was supposed to be a one and done.
Well, also season 1 was like, season 1. The thing is, she learns airbending. Okay, clearly she didn't tap into her spiritual side, so that's what season 2 is going to be.
Well, no, because originally it was supposed to be just like a one-season spin-off of like, oh, look at Avatar now, and instead of Aang learning 3 elements, it was just going to be Korra learning 1 and like be a fun wrap-up. But it got such a great reaction because I fully agree. Season 1 was written fucking beautifully.
It's mostly the villain that carries.
Amon was a great villain, but they introduced great characters. Mako was fun. Bolin was really fun.
Because they were awesome replacements.
Tenzin was funny. I fucking loved Tenzin.
I think Tenzin's up there for one of my favorite characters.
No, one of my favorite jokes is, Tenzin wishes he had his father's patience, but he has his mother's anger. I love the one scene where like he goes red in the face. Don't you bring my mother into this?
Oh yeah. Another thing that I'll also give Korra is that she is a bending prodigy technically.
Yeah, you're right. Because she had 3 elements by the time she was like 6. It took her longer to master them, but she got like basics down like immediately.
Well, she's also an interesting case too because she's obviously a water bending avatar. But her primary
fire. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's fire bending. Yeah.
I think I saw a theory where it's less of what your born element is and more just what goes best with your personality.
Yeah, I did hear about that. It's a personality thing. Yep.
Because up until that point, you were like every avatar was raised by region, so your personality is going to emulate your environment a lot more. Of like, Earthbender's going to be strong-willed and very fortuitous, so they'll be like stoic and like be strong. Airbenders were nomads who went around. They're a little bit more wishy-washy, like. But obviously, Korra was raised by the White Lotus, which had a bunch of different benders. And she was already a pretty spunky kid, so I think I imagine she just really took to firebending.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I am looking at all her bending because I wasn't sure. So obviously, she has the 4, and I guess this would make sense too. She is a water tribe person. She has healing, obviously. Also does have spirit bending, which is something I forgot to mention. She does learn how to I guess tame spirits is the word. She's metal bending and then obviously energy bending. Honestly, giving her energy bending was such a slap in the face because like Hang doesn't get that till the last season, and he just gives it to her at the end of season 1.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
will
funny.
say she only got it because of Aang.
I mean, obviously,
Aang only got it
it's
because
not
of
like
the
she's gonna
turtle.
go. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, what she's gonna go find that turtle. She's gonna go find that turtle. I also am curious, because I don't know if it counts as a sub bending, because this is also a debate, like what is a sub bending or like what is because like Toph couldn't sand bend, but she could metal bend, whatever, that whole thing. Well, like there's that whole thing, like like Sparky Boom Man.
Combustion is a sub-element to fire.
But like we've only seen 2 fucking people, right?
Yep.
Like, so is it one that his family line, because that chick is his daughter, I think, in Legend of Korra.
It's
Is
either
that
a
one where
family
only that-
line or just extremely rare.
Because there's a lot of metal benders. Like Legend of Korra, the entire police force in Republic City they're all metal benders.
Yeah.
Right? So it's clearly not as rare. And then like I also think of like sand bending. The only time I think we see sand bending is the sand benders, the tribes.
So it's
in,
probably like a where you're
Avatar.
raised. It's probably a
It's like a lineage thing.
yeah.
I
It
think
probably
it's like
has genes to do with it. Like,
yeah, that's what I think.
because I think in like the graphic novels and shit, Toph went around trying to find metal benders, and she only found like 4 others in all her travels. So like it is fairly rare.
Yeah,
Or
it's
it
rare.
was at the
I
time,
did-
and then obviously 50 years later.
Oh, yeah. I did find it cool though that like, they kind of like I don't know, maybe this is the word, but they deep dived metal bending. I think that's the way to put it. Like 'cause it was so cool when Toph was doing it. It was one of the coolest sub.
They did a great job doing the 2 scenes with Iroh explaining how earthbending works, and then Toph doing it, like using what he's explaining to then cause metal bending at the same, like in real time.
That one of my favorite things about Iroh that I don't think is brought up enough. Like, obviously, everyone talks about him a lot.
Bro
and maybe this is
loved the
brought up.
Huz.
Well, I was gonna say, I love that this was like his thing where he like learned the other techniques of bending.
Yeah.
Right. Because redirecting lightning is like water bending, like movements, right? Isn't that? I think it's water bending, right?
He
Pretty sure.
he learned it from how waterbenders use the fluidity of the water to like guide.
Yeah. It's one of his more underrated traits because like it makes him such like a better tactician and stuff, and like an intellectual character.
He is the best cultivate. There are 2 motherfuckers. There are 2 non-avatars in like the world that that you can actively say learn from all of the other elements. It's Iroh and Sokka.
Dude, actually, mine.
Sokka's the non-bending avatar. He learned fighting. He learned fighting styles and the culture of every race and like cultivated it perfectly.
Well, he also learned from the greatest swordsman in history.
Yeah.
So his hand-to-hand combat and sword skills are pretty much unmatched.
What is it? Born water tribe soldier, learned from the greatest swordsman, firebender, learned from the Kyoshi Island warriors, air, and what was it for Earth?
I don't know. What did he learn from Earth?
Well,
he's also one of the best tacticians.
Yeah, he was.
Like hands down, obviously. I mean, he's pretty much responsible for essentially winning the war, or at least one of the people responsible. Obviously, Aang had to beat the Fire Lord and shit. Honestly, like, that like last episode, like those 2 episodes of the Comet, I'd say some of the strongest benders. Like Iroh's got to be like top 5. The shit he's doing in those last few scenes when he's like fucking shit up, he is insane off the Comet.
Oh wait,
fucker went stupid.
I'm stupid. Kyoshi Warriors is earthbending because Kyoshi. Airbending was when he invented the fucking blimp with the other dude.
Yep. That's right. He uses like the elements. He like literally just uses the elements too,
Yeah.
basically. The blimp is not just airbending either; it's also fire. He uses fire to, because that's how blimps work, obviously, like air balloons
Stinky eggs.
and stinky eggs.
Stinky eggs. That's how he did it.
I think actually one of my favorite Sokka scenes comes from Legend of Korra and those flashback scenes. Like I love like the courtroom scene. I just love hearing him talk when he's like older and shit. I don't know why. Also, they did a great job on their like older designs.
They did.
Like like Korra, Aang, and Sokka flashback.
Yeah.
Scenes.
No.
Like,
Aang
they
looks pretty
look
cool as an adult.
so
Katara just looks like her grandma, which like obviously makes it makes sense.
Toph looked good. I mean, she
Toph
really
was
just looked like
great.
Toph.
Toph was fucking great.
Yeah, like let me see here. Get in here. Done. Wait. Like they just Well, Toph looks exactly how you think she would look when she gets older, right? Just really, just
she
her.
aged, but she acts she acts exactly like she did in the. Oh, you're talking about like the teenage. I'm talking about like in the show itself. I'm thinking old lady Toph.
Like old lady Toph. Yeah, well that too. I mean, she literally,
Yeah.
she looks exactly how you'd expect her to look. And actually, she kind of like reminds me of like Iroh almost, like just in the way that she's like kind of going about life at the end, which I thought was kind of nice. Because obviously, her and Iroh like became good friends.
Yeah.
I also like Zuko. Is super old design when he's an old man.
No, he looks
I
good
think he
too.
looks pretty good. He looks good because he looks like grandfather, which I thought was a nice touch. Like
Ooh,
obviously Zuko's like the good version.
He looks a lot like
good
his
version.
great grandfather's actually.
Yeah. Or well, yeah. Looks like Sozin.
Yeah, so he's Sozin and what's his name? Roku.
And Roku, yeah. Which is a nice touch. I think it's a nice touch. I think
It was really cool
brings,
to add like that little bit of lore in between him and Aang.
It brings like it almost like kind of brings the full story, right? Because
It
Zuko is
does.
like the good guy of the Fire Nation now. Like they've redeemed themselves.
That was when like he was first going through the whole redemption arc. That was an insane lore drop.
Oh, something I actually will also give Aang, and Zuko actually. I'll give Zuko this feat as well. They did learn from dragons. They
The
have
original
the true
source.
form of. They do have the true form of firebending, and then like same with like Toph, she learned from the Badger Mole, so I mean, obviously she has the strongest.
Aang also learned from all the original teachers. He learned from Air Bison. He learned from dragons. He learned from Badger Moles for a little bit.
Yeah. I'll give him those.
And
Like,
he even
the dragons, I'll give him.
He met the
But
moon and the ocean
weakest
spirits.
element was fire, though. Yeah, well, that too. He did meet them. Yeah, his weakest element was fire, though.
Yeah. And honestly, that was just more of like a reluctance to use it.
Yeah. It would have been cool to see him fully use it though, because I'm sure he could do some crazy shit if he wanted to. I think honestly the best display of firebending.
The Agni Kai.
Well, I was gonna say Agni Kai. I was also gonna say I think Mako like uses a good mix of the light because like he can just use lightning on command, obviously.
Yeah.
I like watching him firebend. I enjoy watching him firebend.
No, the best display of firebending in the entire show, I will not even debate this. It's the final Agni Kai with Zuko and Azula.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. Well, I was going to say Azula is one of my favorite firebenders, and not just because of the blue flames.
The blue flames were really cool.
But it's like her precision and just like, oh, man. It's like everything about her. Like, she really is a good firebender. It's pretty nuts. It's like the precision, like, oh, just everything about it. I don't know. I love her, man. I love her. I think she's a really good character.
It's always crazy to remember that she was only 14.
Oh, well, dude, they're all so young.
Like,
so Zuko's the oldest, right?
Zuko's 16.
16?
I think Zuko's 16. I think Sokka is 15. Azula's 14. Aang's 12. And Katara's either 13 or 14.
Oh, Toph's the youngest. She's what?
Oh, yeah. Toph was like 11, I think.
It's like 12 or 11. She might be 12, I think. Yeah, I think she's 12. Like 12 sounds right.
Aang was 12, Katara 14, Sokka 15, Zuko 16, Toph 12, Azula 14, Mai 15,
They're so
Leaf
young.
14, Suki 15, and Iroh was in his 50s.
That's just how he's only in his 50s. All right. That's just how overpowered they made Korra, though, right? Because in season 1, they established that she's basically already mastered earth, fire. Well, probably earth and fire more than water, which is kind of funny. Like at 6 years old or whatever. Like, listen, I don't know. I think they just wanted to have
it took her 6 years to learn all the elements, and when it took Aang 1.
Yeah. Not learn. Learn. I think more of just he had to master them, which is pretty nuts, I guess. Well, but did he really master them?
I'd say
Probably not for a little bit. Probably not for a little bit after. I mean, he only beats. I'm saying only beats. He only beats the Fire Lord with energy bending. Like it's not like obviously he does some crazy shit with the bending.
I will argue the only reason he beat him with energy bending is because he didn't want to murk the guy.
Well, we know he hasn't mastered firebending, right?
Yeah.
We know he hasn't mastered firebending.
At least at the end of the show, not firebending.
He's mastered air and water for sure. He's mastered air and water for sure. I do remember him struggling with earth a little bit.
Yeah, but he was still. I would argue he was still struggling with earthbending by Toph standards.
Well, I mean, obviously she's insane. But I would say he definitely mastered waterbending probably because of Katara and like probably his love for her. Airbending, we know he didn't master that, obviously.
Yeah, and airbending, I think he mastered at like the age of 10. He was already.
He was airbending prodigy. He was airbending prodigy. I don't know if you can master energy bending, but I guess
he got that.
He did that.
I mean, he. I think he also had. I think he also had spirit bending.
Actually, not to the extent of. I don't think he had what Korra had. He could like talk to the spirits, but he had to like. I don't think like spirit bending was an established thing they had yet until they wrote it in season 2. Because she does like that whole like water tribe dance or whatever the fuck they do. That like gay shit. I don't know. Well, the energy bending thing is funny because you see the full power of it when he's in the avatar state. Right? Because, I mean, I don't know. Energy bending is cool though. I will say that.
It is
very cool. Makes me wonder.
It's also just crazy the concept of was Amon using water bending to block your chakras to make it seem like he was energy bending their bending away.
Yeah, well, he had mastered. That was the thing too. That's what I like. They really fleshed out.
He didn't have energy bending.
No, they fleshed out sub bending. It was blood bending. He just like cut off the chakra or whatever, or however he did it. By the way, dude, this is the thing. Like, in Legend of Korra, they were just like, fuck it, we're gonna give crazy feats to sub bending. Like, lava bending's nuts. Lava bending is actually insane. They made metal bending one of the focal points of the entire show, especially towards the end of the show.
I think wasn't Sozin able to lava bend? Because I know he fought off the volcano with Roku.
I'm gonna look it up. I can't. I think he does. I
still don't understand how he steam bend it. Like he literally he effectively airbend. I don't think enough people talk about that.
So that's ridiculous. What Reddit is saying is, he cooled it down by like draining the heat of the lava. So I guess he was absorbing like the heat of it into
temperature
his body,
bending.
I guess. Because lava bending, you gotta remember, is only earth bending. It's an earth bending subset, not fire bending. Which I always found interesting, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Because lava is more an earth thing than fire, I guess.
Wait, side tangent real quick. I know we're talking about like we're talking about Iroh learning from all the elements.
Yeah.
I forgot he learned the breathing technique he taught Zuko from Airbenders to keep, because he was able to like keep his body temperature up in like sub frozen degrees. I just remembered that scene.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Dude, that's one of the best scenes in the whole show.
So, but Zuko was fucking aura farming during that shit.
Was now I am curious. So like obviously the trend with Korra, we saw a lot of sub bendings throughout the entire thing, even new ones, lava bending and stuff. We do see combustion bending as well, obviously. I'm curious, like, are we gonna see new sub bendings in this new stuff? Are we gonna see
I don't know what
like are
more
we
you
gonna
can get with sub
see?
endings. I think we'll be seeing them in more creative ways, hopefully. But
I don't
actually,
know,
I
like
don't know because apparently it's in some kind of post-apocalyptic world.
well, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. We could see anything maybe. Well, okay. So like going off the turtles, right? Like in Korra, we learned that the turtles also give the original elements. They give fire or whatever to the first avatar. They give him all the elements. The turtle obviously gives Aang um, energy bending and stuff. I wonder what other turtles are out there that can give other. There must be more, right? Like the five that we know of is the fire turtle, the air turtle, the water turtle, the earth turtle, and then the one that gives energy bending. I there must be more turtles than that.
Okay, wait. I just found like a big copy and paste about the new show. 2D animation, 26 episodes across
Synopsis.
2 seasons, already greenlit.
I heard about that.
No release window, but they're assuming it's after the Avatar movie, which is set for next January.
Wait, so after the wait, is it before Korra?
No, it's after Korra.
Wasn't the Avatar movie coming out? Oh, it's
It's
not.
not. It's
Oh,
not related to
it
the
doesn't.
Avatar movie. It's just going
It
to
doesn't
be.
mean timeline.
No, it just means
Oh,
when like people are expecting it to be released.
right. Is it post Korra being the
A
Avatar? Like, is
world
she dead?
shattered by a devastating cataclysm, a young earthbender discovers she's the new Avatar after Korra. But in this dangerous era, that title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not savior. Hunted by both human and spirit enemies, she and her long-lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Heavens before civilization's last stronghold collapse.
Korra went out on a fucking
Yeah,
suicide mission. It sounds.
Korra's the worst Avatar. We have it right
It's so
here.
stupid.
Your
It's so
entire
stupid.
argument just went down.
Not really. It's kind of stupid. They just totally because the show just ends on a cliffhanger and it's peaceful. So they just said fuck the ending of the Legend of Korra.
Korra's situationship with Asami in the spirit realm ends up going really bad, and she goes on a rampage.
Well, my guess is the way they would write that is maybe that is what happens. Maybe like a spirit kills Asami or something. And Korra just like flips out.
That'd be kind of crazy.
I could see that. That would actually be pretty interesting
The
writing.
only
That'd be kind of
reason
cool.
I'm gonna say no is because this is still being greenlit by Nickelodeon, and I don't think they'd be able to do that. Especially, well, not in today's.
I don't know,
day and age.
man. I don't know, man. Season 1 of Korra was pretty brutal. I mean, the bloodbending stuff. I mean, isn't Aang?
That's different.
Well, I guess it's different.
Times are different, man.
Right?
2020,
I guess
yeah,
so,
that was
that's true.
2012.
I guess that is true. Times are different. That would be interesting, though. That's how I would write it. I think
That'd be a
rogue
real
spirit.
They obviously have to write in what the fuck happened to Korra for the world to fall apart, but
Well, it does feel like sometimes the world. Well, it does feel like not sometimes the trend of avatars that like people end up hating the avatar for some reason.
my money is it's gonna be on another kind of. Ooh, okay. It's going to be something happened to Korra where she also was locked away in the spirit world for probably a few hundred years. A fake Korra impersonating her destroys the world. And now it's up to the new Avatar to both, save the world, redeem the name of the Avatar, and I'm assuming their like twin is like, I don't know, an evil emperor or something that they have to reunite with.
So
that is my strange world prediction right now.
Well, the Seven Havens thing is interesting. So has like the entire world just collapsed, and now it's like
Seven
no
Havens.
more
I
like.
wonder if they're gonna go into like Chinese mythology with it. Like,
Well, I was gonna say, is it like has like government just completely collapsed? Like, because obviously Korra dipping is pretty nuts. Like the
Korra
Avatar
ended
just
in the
straight up left.
Industrial Revolution.
Well, yeah, and she just leaves too. She just leaves it in the hands of everyone.
No, and it's gonna be like some Mad Max Fury Road world. It's,
Probably, dude. Because it's interesting
I
because
want
right,
to
because
see.
Legend of Korra,
I want to see
it
Bolin
does
like
just
tied
on
to
a
the front of
cliffhanger.
a car with like the face mask on.
Well, that's the thing. Are we gonna see like all the old characters? Probably, right?
Probably.
I mean, they literally just peppered us with them in Legend of Korra, low key.
Yeah.
Well, not
My
well.
money is I think Bolin will be alive. Asami's either gonna be it's either gonna be Asami dies causing the crash out, or Asami's still alive.
I don't know. I just the way Korra ends, right? It ends on like I guess I didn't really
Oh, I'm
think about it,
assuming
but
all
like the Avatar.
the younger siblings will be alive. Iki,
The thing
Jinora,
is, like, oh well, of course, because they'll be
Mako.
grown up.
Yeah,
They'll be grown up.
they'll probably be probably a little bit younger than Tenzin.
I'm just a little confused because now that I think about it, you know, Legend of Korra just ends. The Avatar just straight up goes on vacation, assumedly forever.
Isn't it like the kind of thing where like the Avatar causes challenge wherever she goes, so the Avatar will leave and the spirits will leave people alone and yada yada yada.
I'm just confused. Like, well, it's just like it's like it was a cliffhanger, right? Because they also like basically confirmed the lesbian relationship stuff.
God, it's
But
crazy that they had to wait until like 5 years later to finally confirm it, though.
I mean, I mean, it was there. I mean, obviously, like Korra is literally lesbian coded, bro. Like, just
She is, but like
she's like
Mako got done dirty.
oh, he absolutely did, 100%.
Mako got
I
character
I love Mako.
assassinated twice so that both of the girls would break up with him and then end up together.
Yeah, it was, dude. I actually felt bad for Mako, man. Fuck me. He does get fucked. He is one of my favorite characters, probably in like any show I've watched. I really like
I
him.
liked
But
Mako in season 1, but like I said, they kind of assassinated his like entire character and personality and like
when he becomes a cop, it does cause conflict in season 2, and
but it
is
was
the reason
really
why.
unnecessary conflict.
Well, it's not necessary, but he was just doing his duty.
No, I
Yeah.
mean like that was like more of it made no sense to me why Korra was mad.
Oh, well, she's a woman. Dog, what?
Alright. I can't wait. Oh, man, yo, I'm still recording this shit.
That's fine. What do you want me to say? Like, that's literally what it is, dude. She's just a woman.
It's like the fucking Rashid Rice thing.
Well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's literally what it is.
That's the main shit to say right there.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest, because we're all rooting for Mako in that season.
We were, yeah.
What does he do wrong? Genuinely, what does he do wrong?
In season 2, he does fucking nothing. He does nothing wrong.
Yeah, literally. He's just following his fucking oath too.
That's
like,
what I
being a
mean
good
though.
cop.
Like, season 2 just ruined Korra as a character for me. Not the show, but her as a character. Season 2 just fucking. Ugh.
She's obviously not the best. She's not the best character. We know this. I'm not going to deny that at all. I don't think she's that well written past season 1 at all. Like, I really don't think they knew how to write her. Like, honestly, season 2 she kind of pisses me off, probably because I like Mako so much. But I think some of the best written characters are easily Asami because her dad ends up being a fuck. Tenzin's beautifully written. So are his other siblings. I think Boomy and Kaya are very well written. And, like the dynamic those three share, like the children,
Childhood trauma.
like how Aang was actually a shitty dad, which is kind of
okay. You're right, but I don't like I feel a lot of people bring this up, and I also support this. Let's be honest, do we really think Katara would let his ass be a slacking father?
well, that's but that's what it was. Okay, well, that's obviously the fans talking. But he clearly was a shitty. But
No, he was.
that's part of the character.
He was. I think he definitely got way too carried away once Tenzin became an airbender. I imagine he was a good dad for however many years. Then Tenzin was born and became an airbender, and then the deadbeat.
Well, that's right. Because Tenzin's the youngest.
Yeah,
because Tenzin's the youngest. Yeah. But that was beautiful writing because we see Bumi, Kaya, and Tenzin grow closer as a family, and like as siblings, and they realize like maybe their dad, or like Tenzin realizes maybe dad wasn't like the man I thought he was. Which I really enjoyed that arc, So I enjoyed that.
Wow, 10 years older than Tenzin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they're way older. You could just tell. Like, I think isn't Kaya the oldest? Then it's Bumi. Then
no, it's Bumi, then Kaya, then Tenzin.
Okay. I'm trying to think what else.
So.
I think.
Wait. No. Am I wrong? Let me search this up.
I think Zahir was beautifully written. Actually, I thought he was really cool. I felt like he was like this. I felt like he was like this big bad. Actually, cool. That like. Zahir.
Zahir was all the what are they called?
I think he's beautifully written.
The Crimson Lotus.
Yeah, something like the Red Lotus. I think.
Yeah, Red Lotus.
I think he was beautifully written. I don't think the cronies were really. They weren't really even that fleshed out. The one was his girlfriend, the Sparky Boom girl. Zahir though. Zahir was a menace. In my opinion.
I think the guy with lava bending was funny.
It was funny. He was a bit of like comedic relief, like a bad guy.
I think they had a moment where they have like Bolin kidnapped, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna guess you're raised by an older sister. You grew that mustache when you were 8, and you two have had like an on again, off again thing." And he just goes, 2 out of 3, not bad.
Yeah, I love that scene. Yeah, when he's like the truck or whatever. I actually think Kavira is very well written as well. I think she is. I'm gonna be honest.
No, she was good.
It's kind of cool to
see. She represented a pretty cool idea of a villain.
Well, yeah, because it was cool to see like a woman dictator. To be honest with you, it was kind of cool.
And I want to call back though. The one waterbending chick from the Red Lotus, that was kind of cool.
The arms, yeah.
No arms, thing, though, so she just waterbends these giant tendrils.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Oh, I also think. I think another character that was really well written. I think the relationship also between like the Beifong family was really well done.
Oh, between Lin and
like that whole Sue, I think, is the other daughter. I think their relationship and like that arc, I actually really enjoy. Like it's kind of like a trope, like the younger sister's rebellious and the older sister's trying to keep her safe, whatever. There's that whole misunderstanding. They actually never really hated each other, but I love that trope, and I think they did a good job.
I did love everything. I did love everything about it. I'm gonna be real though. Toph and Suyin were fucking gaslighting the fuck out of I love the trope. I'm glad it all worked out and how they got, but they're acting like Lin had no reason to be upset.
Right. Well, this is the other thing too, is that I like how the show kind of shows that when the original crew became parents, they weren't perfect because Toph,
they were always flawed characters.
Didn't Toph get pissed when Lin arrested Sue, right? Mm-hmm. She bailed her out. Yeah, right? And that caused turmoil.
That's why I was saying they're acting like Lin was in the wrong.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no. I like that they showed they weren't perfect parents because I think an assumption a lot of people went in The Legend of Korra is oh, this is Aang's kids. Man, he must have been such a cool dad. Turns out, no, he had flaws. He's not perfect. I actually like that. I think that's good writing.
Insane to me. Lin becomes a cop, her sister becomes a delinquent. She catches her sister and is like, yo, stop doing this. Sister goes, fuck you. She's like, you need to learn a lesson. Gets fucking permanently scarred and then is told, you're an asshole for arresting your sister. What the fuck's wrong with you?
And I like Lin too, man. Her last stand defending her Temple Island.
The last stand was awesome. Apparently that she dated Tenzin and then he dumped her for a younger woman.
Dude, that would have been a power couple, man. Imagine the kids they would have had. Oh my god.
Bro, that would have been that would have been the next Avatar.
Yeah, that's like potential Avatar lineage right there for sure. Especially if the next Avatar is earthbending.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else. Obviously season 1, Tarlok and his brother. I
Unalaq.
can't think of his name. The back. Tarlok, thank you. Beautifully written dog. I mean, good lord, that first season. I mean, that like, oh man, I really enjoyed that, especially because how they fleshed out
Oh,
the new
wait.
universe with like and stuff.
Am I? Wait, season 1 or season 2?
Season 1.
So it's
That was his name.
Unalaq. Unalaq. Is that what I said? Fuck.
Yeah, Unalaq and Noatak. Dude, the brothers. I really like that, dude. I did not see that twist coming until
That was
literally
a crazy one, and I fuck with it.
there was really no way to guess it. Like you didn't know really until like the last.
Wait, no, Unalaq was season 2.
It's. I said Noatak is the original name of Amon. That's his like water tribe name, and then his brothers.
Yeah, Tarlok and Noatak. You
Tarlok.
said
Tarlok.
Tarlok.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tarlok and Noatak.
Okay.
Yeah, Tarlok's the which, dude. I'm telling you, it was like low key like Revenge of the Sith writing with how like
Dude, the scene. No,
Palpatine's
the scene in the fucking speedboat. Oh,
ah.
fucking
Yeah, no, it's chef's
peak
kiss.
cinema. Peak cinema.
I'm telling you, I really don't think the writing is that bad in Korra, and I agree with you. I don't think Korra's a well written character. I think it's the other characters that carry the writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes the side characters do carry the writing. I don't think that's necessarily a problem.
They do. The
Makes me enjoy
world,
it.
the
Makes
world
me-
building in like book 1 and like the original series is obviously as great as the characters were, but like the world building was also fucking fantastic.
I actually think Korra does a great job world building too, especially because like
They
we get thrust into this whole new generation. Basically, like Republic City's nuts. There was nothing like that in the first.
they
book,
did
really?
a
Or the
really
first
good
season.
job. I think I would argue what Korra did is honestly more impressive because they took an already very good existing world and built on it in a unique way that didn't like, and nothing felt like the kind of shit you see in
No.
shows where they do like just shameless callbacks and stuff like that to the original story and the original world. They did a
No,
lot on their own, and it felt like its own world that you'd get little pieces that like it felt like an earned
Yeah.
callback. You know, they earned the right to bring this character or bring up this event.
I mean, look at right the last season with Kavira. Like, look at how much of the Earth Kingdom you see, all the provinces
great.
and stuff that like she's taking over. Like, and we see all the maps of like the Earth Kingdom and all the territory. Like, it's so cool. It's kind of like a Star Wars thing for me because I feel like a lot of the content now for Star Wars is mostly world building stuff. Like, most of the stuff is like we get to see so much more of the galaxy. I think Korra did a great job of following up, like you said, because Avatar: Last Airbender, we see so much. We see, like the big cities of the Earth Kingdom.
You explore the entire
water
world
tribes
across those
stuff.
3 seasons.
I mean, because they're just flying on Appa, like they're going all these places, and
Yeah.
I do think Korra does a great job of just thrusting. They thrust you into a new world too, because let's not get it twisted. Republic City's nuts. Just thrust you right into that, and I think they did a
like
good
it's
job.
obviously the same universe, but everything's so new.
About to say that. I was literally about to say like it feels
We're on
brand
the same
new.
wavelength. You know, I can talk to dolphins.
We are. I was gonna say, you're totally right. It feels brand new. Literally feels brand new, and I think they did a good job of that. I also think Korra just got way too much hate. I think the show just got way too much hate.
The show itself didn't deserve the
wanted it
hate.
to be. No, it didn't. I really don't think it did. I've rewatched it a few times now. And I must say, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the jokes. Obviously, like Varric's fucking hilarious.
Jokes,
I enjoy
the
like
characters,
I
the
like
stories.
the characters. Yep. I enjoy seeing like technology mixed with bending and like cars and stuff because that's always the thing that I've always wondered, right?
Hiring
Because, like, what would
literal lightning benders to be electricians. That's just
yeah,
like
to run factories.
literally
Like,
just
it's
spend
crazy.
the day charging giant batteries and machinery.
Yeah, it's cool though. Like that's so cool. Like I don't know, man.
They did a
Because
good
I think
and
because Legend of Korra is the original guys, right? It's the original
I think
dudes
so.
who made Airbender, right? It's not a new team, I don't think.
Did the original? Actually, I'll just search. creators of
Like-
Avatar. Michael Dante DiMartino and
It's them.
Cora. Yeah, same guys.
Yeah, so yeah, and you could tell, like, there was obviously like, you know, you could tell that, like, you know, I think a lot of people wanted Korra to be Last Airbender so bad, but I don't get why people wanted that. The Last Airbender
was
story
the last
ended.
Airbender.
Ended. Yeah, the story ends. There's no like Legend of Korra season 4 cliffhanger. It ends. The show ends. Like you know, like there is an actual ending.
You almost feel bad. Like, I don't want to. It's gonna come out kind of weird, but like, you can't blame Korra for coming after the perfect show. Like, you can't.
Well, yeah,
You can't blame it for not being up to par, which most people considered is now considered the standard.
hmm it just because it felt like when Korra came out, it's like everyone just had these expectations of like, oh, this, you know,
Like,
following up Last Airbender. It's like, oh, this is gonna be awesome, but like, it's just not gonna be Last Airbender. It's not gonna be that. That story ended. This is a new story.
this is
is
fucking
what-
Korra. It's literally in the name. It's Legend of Korra.
But that's the other thing. Like the name is totally different too. Like completely different. There's no like fucking last waterbender. Like she's not
Nope.
like the last one. Like
I don't even think they mentioned Avatar at all. It's just Legend of Korra.
yes, Legend of Korra. Which like and the thing is too, it's like written totally differently. I mean, she's a prodigy at 6 years old. She's trained much differently than Aang. Like it's a totally different story, and that's okay. That is truly
Instead of
okay.
Aang learning the three elements, it's her knowing the three elements and coming back to the first.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that was another thing I don't think people mention enough. Like she has to learn airbending, which is like kind of cool, you know, like interesting. It was cool. I don't know. I enjoy season 1 a lot. I think it's my favorite one. And I'm trying to think what was season 3 was Sahir. So
For
I think season 3 is
Korra,
probably my
my
second.
ranking for Korra is 1, 3, 4, 2.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would put it. Yeah, 2 is definitely the weakest. I do think I think they only did it so that they could like, oh, here's her spiritual side. But did it need to be a whole season?
What's your order for Last Airbender?
That's a good question. Probably 5. You know, book.
Is it
book
3, 2, 1?
Yeah, probably.
It's
One
either-
is so weak, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One is weak.
It's
so
like
weak.
you need the setup. You need the world building. You need like the opening.
Exactly.
Not
Exactly.
every movie's gonna be
it's-
Endgame. You need a Thor: The Dark World. You need an Iron Man 2 in there. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. Season 1 is book 1, I guess, is how they. Yeah.
And that being said, like, has some great episodes. Obviously, the final arc
Oh,
of the raid on the Northern Water Tribe is so cool.
That's what carries that book, which is unfortunate, because like you almost want it to be perfect, because the other books that follow are insane. Yeah, 1 is definitely the weakest.
Going from Zhao and Zuko to then Zuko, just Zuko, then Azula, and then Zuko, like, this segue of villains was so great.
Yeah. Obviously, like the Zuko redemption arc is some of the best writing. Honestly,
It is
Zuko's one of the
literally
best
the best writing in TV history.
Yeah.
I
he's one of the best,
legitimately don't
actually,
think there is another. Yeah, okay. To all the viewers
He's
out
like
there,
Anakin.
comment who do you think has any storyline up to the redemption arc of Zuko? I don't think there's
This has
anyone
actually been
close.
recorded this whole time. We were uploading this just the Avatar discussion.
Fuck yeah. It's football and Avatar. We're gonna cut out the middle.
Oh, is it? So
I
it's
think
not
this.
really
I don't think this
advertising.
is like a hot take or anything, but like, I don't know if I just have the same thing. It's so much easier for me to pick up a show I've already seen than to watch a new one.
Yeah, of course. That's like me and anime, dog. I
Like-
find it so easy to rewatch an anime than it is to watch a new one.
Because my
I'm sure a
thing
lot of people
is
probably-
like 9 times out of 10 when I'm watching a show, it's like on my second monitor while I'm playing a game or while I'm doing something else. But if I'm watching a new show, I want to give it my undivided attention. So like it has to be on the main monitor. But like I haven't been in a mood to like just sit down and watch a show.
course. Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm too
Yeah,
addicted to
I get
Marvel
that.
Rivals, man. Like I
I
can't
know
help
you are,
I can't
dude.
help myself.
Brady and I joke about it sometimes. We're like, yo, this motherfucker's addicted to this shit.
Like, let me see my total hours in the game. Like, I think a chunk of this might just be me sitting in lobbies like AFK or something, but I have 216 hours.
There's 16 hours? Holy
The
shit.
game dropped December 6th.
Holy fuck. 16 hours, though. That's kind of nuts.
I don't even think that's the most on my friends list, though. 246 hours.
The Steam game with the most hours that I have is Balatro, probably.
I think my most hours
I think it
played.
might be Balatro.
It's officially Elden Ring. 365 hours.
I've got 9, almost 10 hours in EU4, which I need to play again because it's been a minute. Some of these I can't even play on my Mac. I'm on my Mac right now, so I can't even see the hours.
My top games: Elden Ring, Madden 23, World at War, Moral Rivals. My Hero Ultra Rumble. Oh, that's a rough one. The finals, BTD 6, Balatro. I'm upset. There was a time in my life Monster Prom was my third most played game.
Wrong. That's ridiculous.
I have 89 hours in that game.
I'm so stupid. Obviously, Madden's on Steam because that's what you play on it. How did I not realize?
Were you about to ask how I was playing Madden?
No, because I never thought about it, right? 'Cause sports games, I just think on console. Then I just realized, like, oh, wait a minute. Steve's like my only friend who plays only on PC. Like, I knew 2K was on here and stuff already, which
No,
you know,
I'm gonna be
sucks
real.
on PC.
In spite of all my hours, Madden is so fucking ass compared to console.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would imagine. That's so shocking that NCAA isn't on there then. That's really weird.
It's a slap in the face. Honestly, I haven't touched the game in so long.
It's really weird.
Well, that's also
I've done a few
like,
rebuilds.
It's also because it's not like if I have it on my computer, I can literally just open it whenever. But like, since it's on my stepdad's PlayStation, I gotta like go to the main room and turn on the TV, and I'm always like worried I had the volume too loud, and I'm gonna wake someone up.
Yeah, I don't know. I've done a few rebuilds. I've done Hawaii, and I rebuilt Kennesaw, which was really hard.
I
did
done Road to
Yukon.
Glory.
Dude, Yukon, bro, my team sold. I had like an 84 across the board, like 84 overall, 84 offense, 84 defense, I think. Team just sold. I had like a 2 in whatever season. I got fired. I was like, what the fuck, guys? How are we not winning games? My Hawaii rebuild team's not bad, bro, but like, oh my god, dude, like playing is easy. If you play every game of a
I was about to ask, how many
rebuild,
what's your ratio of like games that you'll play versus sim through?
I mean, maybe I'll just hop in. I usually do the one where you just watch, but I do a full sim. I do a full rebuild, so I'm talking like 15-minute quarters. Like I am
Holy shit,
doing like legitimate,
bro!
I want my players to develop as much as they can,
I
because
get
like this is
bored
like
by
legit.
the third quarter, man. I'm like, I'm ready for
Oh
this
no,
to
I
be
usually
over.
I usually do like super sim, like fast forward sometimes. If it's like a blowout, I'm not watching that. But when it's like a ranked game, I'll like do the one where you could like watch them play. Like the play calling, I think I'm running. So I think I'm running Oregon offense because why not? It's like really good. Should score a lot of points. But the play calling, bro, of the CPU coach, this brother is. And granted, I'd low-key need to recruit better receivers. Like we have some good guys. Quarterback's not too bad. Like our defense are dogs, bro. I think our right outside linebacker is like 11 and a half sacks in week 5, week 6.
Well, you know what? That just reminds me. I never finished my NCAA 14 playthrough. I was trying to get defensive player as a D end.
Oh, like what, Heisman?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my linebacker is in the Heisman race. I think he's like third right now or
Damn.
something. Yeah, it's fun doing these rebuilds with, like Hawaii and stuff. I think I spun a wheel to do them. I'm just like, okay.
But for like
Man, it
playing
is hard,
games,
man.
my
Crazy.
rule of thumb is I think if they have 2 or more wins than my team, I'll play the game. Anything else, I'm gonna trust it to the sim.
Dude, the sim has let me down though. Because
Well, that's
so
the
what I've
thing.
been doing
It's
with the
really
Hawaii.
easy to win with a shit. It's really easy to win with shitty characters when like you know what plays are good and stuff. But
Oh, of course, yeah. Oh yeah.
especially like obviously for certain quarterbacks, you got the awareness and decision making settings, which when you're playing them
And
don't mean
yeah,
dick.
yeah, no. I think like another thing too is actually I my Hawaii rebuild is one of the only rebuilds I have where I actually had like kicker of the year, which is kind of funny. Mostly
Kicker of the
because
year.
like one year we had one game where I think our kicker scored like I don't know, probably like 28 points or something. Like bro just fucking scored like we just couldn't get a touchdown. It was hilarious actually. Um
I got kind of a weird question.
I'm pretty good at rebuilding defenses. I must say though, offense I'm struggling. I feel like I never know when to like. I'm really good at recruiting offensive line. Actually, I've had insane. I had like I think in my uh, Hawaii rebuild, I think like around year 2 or 3, I had like an entire like 85 plus O line
I
overall line. It was pretty nuts.
I can't understand the videos where they're like, "Yeah, I don't need O line." I'm like, motherfucker. I know I'm always gonna be biased as an O lineman, but like,
Yeah,
it's literally if you
yeah.
have, because God knows I've done so many road to glories where like I'll check
You need
receivers and shit, and I don't check the O line, and I'll like, I commit to this school, and I'm like, my highest rated offensive lineman is a 72, and then I
No,
go
you
into a
need.
game, the pocket collapses immediately.
Yeah.
No, I got a
Yeah, I
real
just never
question
know
though.
when to like go out and just pick up like a good receiver. Yeah, what's the
Yeah.
question? Yeah.
Do you have well? Do you have the kind of thing where you'll get like very invested in a specific player, like their name pops up enough where like you kind of look out for them?
Not really.
Because at least
Mostly because like I don't know. Most like they're like a funny name, I guess.
no, because I can say this for me, like my Madden rebuilds. I know he's like in his sophomore year and he's like meh. According to all my Madden drafts, Darnell Washington on the Steelers, he's gonna be an
Yeah,
absolute
Darnell's
dog.
a
Legitimately, I've drafted him like 5 times, and I think he's gotten like Superstar X Factor 3 of those times.
yeah,
Like
Darnell's a beast, dog.
the
He's a
dude
beast.
is always a hidden development beast.
Yeah, no, he's a beast. No, he is.
I
One of my
built offenses completely around him, man.
I think it was God, I can't remember what rebuild it was. Might have been UConn maybe or one of the rebuilds I did, but I was playing Georgia Tech. Dude, tell me why. I think it was the best wide receiver in the nation transferred there. I think it was fucking I can't remember his name. I think he plays at USC in real life. He transferred to Georgia Tech. I'm like, who is this guy torching my dog shit corners? Because obviously like, it was like year 1 or 2 of the rebuild. Like the team is not that good. And I'm like, holy fuck, this kid transferred to Georgia Tech. He's like a 97 overall wide receiver. Like, what the fuck is this shit? How did they even get this guy? I was like, damn, this guy's torching my corners. Who is this? Yeah, I'm pretty bad at recruiting certain positions, but I will say this: I'm very good at recruiting linebackers, D line, O line, and I've recruited some pretty good quarterbacks. I guess, dude, safeties are like impossible,
I
bro.
was
I have
literally
not
about to say safeties and corners hate me.
safeties. I've recruited some good ones. Also, my build that I have for my coach is like pretty insane, but I just don't get why recruit like I have not recruited a safety that is developed into like a 90 overall. It's like impossible. They like
Benchwarmer
cap out
Brand,
at
that's
like
the guy's name.
something.
I know there was have you ever watched the one YouTuber Bordeaux? He used to
I
do like
think
the NCAA 14
yeah,
stuff before college
the
football
rebuilds.
came
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
I remember
Yeah.
was it the Grand Rapids one was always a really fun one where he built just an awful school. Like I think he started with all 59 overalls.
So the best is the UGF Pandas, bro. That's the best one ever.
I
That
think
one's so good they put that shit in the game. That shit's in the game as homage to him as one of the FCS schools that you could play.
that's sick.
I mean, dude, he kept the community alive, bro. I don't know.
He
Have you
did.
not watched the UGF Pandas rebuild?
I don't think I did.
Really, dog. It's one of the best. It's definitely one of the only ones with view numbers like this, bro. The first episode is 1.5 million views. I mean, obviously, like they are not that high if you go further down the series, but the UGF Pandas probably single-handedly are part of the reason why we even have the game today.
I believe that.
And it is very sick that they got put in the game. Well deserving, though. I mean, shit, that series is awesome.
It's crazy that NCAA like obviously it's because just nothing came after it, but it's insane that they kept not the franchise alive, but kept the fandom alive. You'd think after after 11 years, people would kind of.
It was the YouTubers, man. All those NCAA 14 rebuilds, bro. I mean, it's just the way the game played. It was like the atmosphere of the game and the way the YouTubers put effort into the series, like the rebuilds. Kept the community alive, man. And then obviously all the modders and stuff who did like updated rosters and
Those
college
those
football
are always fun.
College football revamped and stuff. Like those guys 110% are part of the reason the community is still alive and they deserve a lot of the credit.
It's really funny because I think after 2 years after I downloaded NCAA 14 on my PC, I was like, oh, let's do a fun Rosy Glory. I'll be I don't know, wide receiver or quarterback. And I just ended up going to Wisconsin. I look at the team, Jalen Berger.
Oh man, it's that the college football revamp, man. I mean, goddamn, those guys, they deserve a lot
Praise.
of credit, a lot of love, man.
Yeah.
They really do. Yeah, they did a crazy good job.
Everyone,
Nuts.
drop a good boy in the comments for all the guys who did college football revamped.
Dude, let's get W's in the shop.
Hey yo, wait, hold on. Subscribe. Hit that like button.
Oh, it's laying up, right?
Yeah, I want that shit glow.
That's such a weird feature to add.
It is, but it's funny, at least on this end.
It's yeah, it is hilarious. Yeah, on our end it is hilarious because we can't even see that.
Yeah,
happening.
no, we're going by pure faith. We just have to pray it's true, or else we look goofy as fuck. I think
that's the thing.
Because
I think Brady was the one that told me about that, and I don't even know if it's real. Is it even real?
Because no, the one video where we did it and tested it out was the Elden Ring video that I never posted. So
we will never know.
We'll know after this one. I'm gonna edit this. This one's gonna get It's either gonna be posted or this is about to be a lost episode kind of shit. Aidan, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Can we make a 2-man sub show and call it Marvin's Room?
Sub channel.
Well, Stranger Cast, Stranger Plays, and then Marvin's Room. It's just you and I.
Just add another voice channel to the Discord. Yeah, just add another voice channel in Discord.
That's episode 1 of Marvin's Room complete.
Marvin's Room, dude. Prime Marvin's Room.
It's a callback. I'm happy with that one.
Is a callback.
Rest in peace to all those who entered Marvin's Room and never came back.
A lot of us have gone out. It was good. It was good. It was good while it lasted, I guess, actually, Now I'm tied down.
I just remember getting a call from you at 3 a.m. You literally woke me up and you're like, yo, all your stuff's gone. I'm like, all my stuff's gone?
Oh my god, yo, you're like so disheveled too.
Dude, I literally, I think I had
My stuff's
5
gone.
stats. I had like stacks of netherite, the dragon egg,
Dog.
all my diamonds.
Dog.
I literally, I'm like,
we
here,
had-
take my valuables.
Thousands of diamonds. We had thousands, I think. It was nuts how much shit we had in
I
that fucking map.
lost so much in that war.
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, yo, no shade towards Brady, but that fucking cheater,
Yeah,
dog.
did he literally like TP to you guys and then blow up the fortress?
He like TP went invincible and blew everything up. Invisible and blew everything up, dude. It was like ridiculous.
Brady's a dirty little cheat. You know what? He's not getting invited to Marvin's room. He's not allowed to be on Marvin's room. That's the rule.
Dude, yeah, he like literally teleported to us,
sneaky
went
cheaters.
invisible place. I remember just standing in there. I think I was with CJ, just standing in there, and he just I just started noticing TNT was being placed. I was like, what the fuck? Where's this TNT coming from? And then it just started going off. I was like, what the fuck?
I think I was like legitimately mad at Brady for like a few days after that.
Yeah, so was I, dude. Are you kidding me? I was pissed. I was genuinely pissed. I mean, Brady, if you're gonna listen to this, and assuming Steve doesn't edit this out,
Maybe I will. This might be like a fun little end credit thing, you know?
Fuck Brady for that
Yo,
one, dog.
fuck
I was
Brady.